This one? Yep. Haha. Working this time.
And sometimes you gotta go around YouTube.
Ay caramba. Technical difficulties.
You're top tech.
Glitchity glitch.
Good thing Neil showed us this going through Google Hangouts, because I wouldn't know how to do that. You'd have trouble.
No, it would have been just like it said. Wacky Wednesday is whack.
I ain't know how to eat.
I guess you deserve that. Hi, caramba. I hope we don't have to go through that every week now. That's like pain in the tush. Alright, hopefully this is working. I don't know. I don't see anything, so... Oh, goody, 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 goody. Hang with me, guys. I see Ray. I see Trish. But I don't see anything in this chat thing that Chris popped out, so... Hang tight. Let me see if I know what I'm doing, which I probably don't, but... Maybe I can get this to work. Because YouTube was hating on me tonight. And maybe I can get this to work. Did not want me to, click that bye-bye. Click that, click that. Can you still hear me? Alright, cool. Alright, now I have it working. As you noticed, I actually had to set an event on this one. It wouldn't let me just go live. I've been trying now since 8 o'clock to actually say hi. And YouTube was going, no, set an event. And I'm like, alright, I'm already running extremely late, so I'm just going to have to pop up a thing saying Wacky Wednesday is whacked, question mark. Tiff, John. Yeah, first since you got a chat working. Well, Chris had to, thank God for Chris and Neil, I'm telling you, because without them, I'd be like, I don't know. Jacqueline, welcome. Rita, welcome. But, thanks to them, Chris knew how to go in through Google Hangouts and set it up that way. Because like I said, I've been having technical difficulties. Eric, welcome, baby. Having technical difficulties with just a normal, sort of kind of easy live stream, like normal. So yeah, Google Hangouts was a little different. I had to go in and go through and get YouTube chat, and then Chris had the wrong chat up because, like I said, we had to schedule an event. Josh, welcome, babe. Thank you. Ordered that. Chris will now be able to fly in the rain after Saturday. Let's just make sure it doesn't rain before Saturday. Yeah, I saw that and I'm like, all right, they've all been talking about it. What am I going to do in the fall and the winter when Mother Nature isn't always so nice? And what's going to happen then? Are you seriously going to want to deal with Chris not being able to fly because of Mother Nature? No, let's just buy the little bottle of liquid gold, as he calls it, and I texted him and I'm like, hey, I got a new project for you, and he says, I'm scared. And I'm like, no, you shouldn't be scared. You're actually going to enjoy this one. And he's like, uh-huh. I said, what do you want to know? He's like, sure. So I sent him the picture of the bottle, and he's like, cool. Like, see, nothing to be scared of. Oh, God, Josh, don't tell him whatever floats his boat. He'll be trying to use the drone as a boat. You know? Wait a minute. What do you mean he stole a quad from Family Dollar today? I didn't know Family Dollar had quads. But hey, everybody's starting to get quads now. Josh, shh, don't give him any ideas. Richard, welcome. I mean, as you can see, he's already like the daredevil of the bunch. And it doesn't matter. If you say do it, he's gonna do it. No matter what. But no, he got his God, no, I don't want to Google Loop hovercraft. And this is the reason I don't want to Google Loop hovercraft. First has been printing and is still printing. He's got some ideas now, so we were in a live stream last night and he got the ideas from that live stream and I'm like, oh my god, the Mod Father monster is creating again, and here we go. Plummet, welcome, baby. Are you relaxing a little, Adam, or are you still at work? Yeah, Josh, when he found out that I edited that down just to that clip, he's like, I want that. I'm like, all right, fine. And here he goes, and now it's in like every intro. That was an interesting day. That's a day we'll never forget for sure. Well, John, now how am I going to do that when you keep withholding that vital piece of information, my dear? You know, I can like smuggle it out of the room and you can email me later and we'll get it that way, but I don't know. Carpenter Rick, welcome, babe. Lewis LPRC, welcome. Thank you guys all for stopping by. Really appreciate it. I'm glad you're finally home, Adam. I know you've been working like a slave. It's like how many hours a week? And are you flat rate, babe? Because if you're flat rate, that's a totally different ballgame. Rusty is flat rate, and it boggles my mind what all he does in a day. And then he's like, "Yeah, I got this many hours," and I'm like, "That doesn't equal out." Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Night Train FPV, Mike. True Drone Reviews. Hey, Brian. Drone Worship. Where's Chris? Chris is out in the living room. I don't know what he's doing, but I'm sure he'll be in momentarily. You know, he always hops in. And considering this is the drone room, workstation, war zone, whatever you want to call it, operation area, 55 right now, hourly plus commission. Ay, caramba. Did I eat any lemons? Not today. I ate lemons for the lemons for leukemia challenge, but I didn't eat any lemons today. Why am I puckering up a little too much? Love you, Drone Worship. I hope you're feeling better, babe. Right, Josh? I wish I made 55 an hour. Ha! Yeah. I'd be selling spatter steering flushes all day long as well. Look, that just needs to be flushed, okay? No matter what. Just flush it, okay? I knew exactly what you meant, Adam. Poor Rusty, I'm telling you. He sits back now and he's like, why did I go in this field? And I'm like, because you actually enjoy it. And he's like, I don't know. And I'm like, yeah, you do. Otherwise, you wouldn't have stuck with it like you have. So, oh Lord, I'm not checking his messages. I don't do that. That is one thing I can say I do not do. I think I should at times, but I don't. Who, Josh? Drone worship? If so, believe me, I totally understand. I watch quite a few different things. Oh, I'm in the thumbnail. I'm scared, drone worship. Chris, you need to come check your messages and let me see. Oh, Quadcopter 101. Let me tell you. I knew Drone Worship's voice. I knew Quadcopter 101's voice. I knew RC Sailor's voice. I knew J Drone's voice. And I'm like, oh my god, what have they got now? You need to check your messages and let me see them. Yeah, your girlfriend texted you. Apparently, I've been eating lemons. But I'm in a thumbnail, and now I'm scared, so... MX Rider, welcome, babe. I'll check that later, Trish. It's been a little bit of a crazy day, and I was outside enjoying some seafood before I went live, and then YouTube decided to screw around with me. Oh, Lord.
You weren't even eating lemons. You were in the house that day.
No, I wasn't eating lemons in that one. I'm telling you, some of my facial expressions, when I go back, I'm like, yep, that's going to get me in trouble.
Hey, everybody. Josh. Dude, I went over. I popped that cherry, flew to
Here, Josh. I gotta let you see your hot man meat, as you call him. I gotta share it with Josh.
Smooth, man. You plummet, dude.
And Adam.
He was perfect. You're right on the
Adam
money.
says he's ours.
I just went up to a tree. I just went like this, and usually with my fly sky, I gotta throw up and look down on the tree. On this, I just went like this, and then just tilted the stick down. The drone just went and right on down the tree, like whoa.
Some of your flying in the goggles can make people throw up, but I don't know. Oy.
Josh, I have a whole new pattern of flying now.
I have to say that. Oh, he says he loves that you're still using that.
I always use that. That's a day to remember. Rick, what's up, brother?
That's what I said. That is a day none of us will ever forget.
I took 2 flights with it today over there. The grass is wet, so I took it real easy. You know my easy.
For now.
MX Rider, what's up, brother?
I told Josh that's been ordered. That'll be here Saturday, so.
Hey, my son changed days, and he'll be with me.
Yeah.
So he finally gets to meet you.
Yeah, you finally get to meet Rusty in person.
My brother Adam. He has a whole new pattern of crashing.
Ah, hush, Brian. His crashes is. I don't know how many more crashes like he had that one day. My heart can
now take. I got set up the turtle mode. Dude, it was epic to hit that limb. And then my son, he got all huffy puffy. No, we're going to be here for a little bit getting that out the limb. I put that thing in turtle mode. Whoop, whoop, swoop, boom, right out of the tree. Perfect, man. I can't thank you enough for that, Josh.
So, John says, fly sky or fry sky?
Fry sky all day. FR sky, dude, all day.
That didn't take long, did it, guys?
It seemed like I tuned my drone, and I've done nothing to the drone. It's just the transmitter. Like, it's amazing different.
It didn't take long at all.
I'm going to try to get this up and running before Saturday, Josh. I got the arm in, but I'm going to put an XM Plus in this one and try it. But hopefully by Saturday.
Turtle saves the fat man walks and tree climbs. And that's what was funny. Rusty was
I can't get
headed over across the field, and
Chris
was just taking his time.
I can't get it to, in other words, when it flips on the ground, it pulls itself to the ground trying to get it on turtle mode. But I don't care about that. As long as it comes out the tree the way it did, oh, it was epic.
Fingers crossed, John, but I don't know.
Yes, my crashing days are over, dude. I literally, yeah. Let's just say that.
Well,
I'm like leery about it now, and I know what happened that day. When I punched up real hard, I went up so high because I went up yesterday with the green machine. I went up real high, and when you get so far up, I guess because your antenna is pointed up a little bit, you lose everything on the ground. and it kind of did that to me. As soon as it did that to me, I just dropped the nose down and just let the bird fall to the ground. I mean, it came like probably fell like that far and put me right back in view of the drone. On the drone rather. But yep.
It's nice that he's learning things.
Wait,
I called him today.
I
said, "What are you
can't wait for
doing?" He says, "Getting ready to learn Greek." I said, "What do you mean?" He says,
Yeah,
"I'm gonna learn the Tyrannus." I said, "Well, I'll let you go. Have fun."
How Blue Falcon JC shows you how to adjust your sticks in beta flight, the minimum, maximum, calibrate the sticks, the whole 9 yards. I got the RSSI set up into it. It isn't feeding me battery voltage, but I don't know right now. I'm still new to all this, so I was pretty shocked at myself. I can tell you the jumper, how you guys say the jumper is a good one.
John,
no, I couldn't do that with
you
the jumper.
can ask Josh. He made them all have skid marks that day.
I love that video. Eric's just standing there. Joe's just like, I couldn't see Josh. Joe's just sitting there messing with his transmitter. Eric is messing with something on his bird. When that thing went off, Eric was getting ready to fight, man. He didn't know what had come across him. I told him, I said, man, that 5152 props eat. And I haven't used them props since then, Josh. Man, they're rippers. But you know what made me go with a Tyrannus? Because the issue I had that day kind of like, there was something not right with my radio that day. I said, you know what? Bow. And then my son's like, yeah, I already ordered the Tyrannus for you, so that works out. I'm like, awesome.
No, you gave poor Josh whiplash.
Man, that thing. I said, you know what? I said, I think it might have pushed the legs of the table with the dirt a little bit. That thing ripped. I was amazed. I was like, wow. That's probably the fastest. I rode street bikes and like got on them from the
right,
gate,
John? Who invited Scary
faster.
Man? Who invited Crazy Man? And the bad thing was that was the first day that Joe met Chris, and it was like, oh my God. I'm sure Josh was probably like, dude, he wasn't like that before. Funny. I don't know what got in him.
It sucked in the beginning, but then
I don't know.
And Josh, good thing I ordered 2 motors. You know, something told me because we never saw it bounce, I guess, and it bent this shaft on this motor.
Birdman, welcome.
That shaft is crazy bent on.
Hi, Mikey Vlogs, welcome.
Birdman.
Thank you so much for joining in.
Mikey Vlogs.
One of these days, Ray, we just got to get you down.
I know, bro. I wish you could too. I wish we all
get you
could
in
meet
the
up
States and we're good.
Yeah, dude, look, I'm looking over it the other night, and I start spinning it, and I'm spinning, I'm watching this.
Have a good one, John. Thanks for joining me, babe.
The bell go up and down. I'm like, oh, shit, that's not good.
I appreciate that, Mikey.
Night, John.
I've been messing around and playing around with some graphics, and
I got a camera today from
what I came up with so far.
A random package camera showed up today. SQ12 was in it, so whoever sent that, that's awesome. I know who sent it, but they don't want to be recognized, but they're awesome for it. So I did put it on my drone when I took my baby steps with the Tyrannus.
Baby steps. Do you know what baby steps are?
Yeah.
I just told them the other day that
there you go, Ray.
Josh, honey, if your suitcase just gets a little bit heavier, it's perfectly fine. Just bring it on with you and everything's good. We'll just open it up when we get here. Nick Weaver, hello, welcome.
Nick, welcome.
Thank you so much for joining in.
Yeah, I can't wait this Saturday. Man, it's going to be awesome.
Well, that's just like Nubapalooza. When that comes, that's going to be epic.
Oh, yeah. Awesome. Because I tell you what, I'm really enjoying myself now in the hobby more now that I've turned things around and stopped going out there and just wanting to see. Because I thought about it. I did this when I built cars. I went through this stage. I said, just because I put 1,000 horsepower in it, don't mean I have to see if it can do it, like right out the gate. So
we're doing good, Nick. I hope you are as well.
Hope you're having a good night too, brother.
It is Wacky Wednesday. We are in the middle of the week. A few more days to go, and then kick back and relax. I am gonna have an epic weekend. So, Mike, I haven't talked to Cap, but Chris talks to him every day, and I haven't heard any different, so I don't know. Oh, well, Ray, honey, I'm not that far away from Josh. I mean, Josh is within driving distance. Quickly. So you can make it to Josh. You can make it to me. But that's going to be 7.5 hours in a suitcase. Just remember that, Ray.
I listened to Josh. Remember, hey, Josh, I used to take all the ladies out. Now I've been just dating this one. Been going right well for me. Because you guys know, we all know, those antennas don't last long. And
What are you talking about?
Knock on wood.
How many VTXs did you go through?
I've had that on there now for, I've been doing 2 packs a day for
a week?
The past week and 3 days. And I've still got that in one piece. So that goes to show you my track record now. Slowed it down. Don't worry.
Oh! Star Cop, welcome, babe.
Star Cop.
Josh, were you giving Ray misinformation and getting his hopes up? A drone hat?
Yeah.
That'd be something new. Only if you fly. But I don't want you to fly it off my head, that's for sure. That's a little... I'm not that adventurous.
See that antenna, boy? I mean, that propeller cuts right under that
Oh,
antenna.
your French is weak, hun. I took 7.5 years of French,
right
so...
past it. Doesn't touch it, though. Even on throttle punches, it won't mess with it. I still kind of get it out the way a little bit, but...
And honestly, Josh,
got the Barwell antenna set up.
When I was looking into going to Niagara Falls, Canada, it was only about 8 hours away, so he might be thinking Delaware. I'm not exactly sure where Ray is. I know where Ray is, but map-wise, I am not the good with the suitcase. Look, Ray said, I'm getting in the suitcase.
Ray said, I know where we're going.
Ray said, I don't care. Just take me with you, and it's all good. I want to fly. And when you meet up with Chuck, I'm sure Ray and Chuck would get along great. That's what it said on Google Maps. Now, exactly. If you could smuggle a drone into Canada, you could smuggle a man into the U.S. It's doable. Okay, you're 2 hours from Niagara Falls. That's only 10 hours. Look, dude, there's 24 hours in a day. Gives you 14 hours to do drone stuff. And you're an hour from the falls. Hey, if I make it to the falls, I'm good. But I tell you what, the falls is on my bucket list. But to do that, I have to get a passport. And I have yet to get one of those. But one of these days. Ma'am, welcome. Thank you so much for joining in. Yeah, Josh, I don't think I'm going to be jumping off any bridge. Rusty wants to go skydiving, and I keep telling him, why do you want to jump out of a perfectly good airplane? And he's like, look, it's going to be cool because I will be able to say the very first time I ever went up in an airplane, I jumped out of it. And I'm like, well, yeah, that's definitely a fact that you will be able to claim forever. Roger, Canadian Drone Network. Welcome, babe. Gotcha. Okay, wrong bridge diving. Diving the columns with a drone. Well, look now, I mean, I am like the adventurous type because I've been talking to Chris and I seriously want to go parasailing, and I've been doing more and more homework on it, and it's like, yeah. I don't have a fear of heights. I literally have a fear of falling. So, and Rusty told me he will not go with me. And Chris said no. So that leaves me by myself 400 feet up in the air. Hey, check this one out. Instead of being 400 AGL, I'm going to be 400 ASL. Above sea level. Exactly, Trish. I only live once. But I will do, if I do this, I will do a vlog beforehand. And hey, is this my last vlog? I don't know, Eric or Alvin. There's a strange guy back there on the laptop, and he's got a new toy in his hand, and he's been messing with it all day. Earl RC, welcome, baby.
Alvin.
He wants to know who's back there on the laptop. I don't know. Some stranger. Going all the way to the top and riding the pilings all the way down. Josh, you ought to do that one on the Chesapeake Bay Bridge or the Chesapeake Tunnel. We want to talk about some columns to dive. Good God. Right, Mike? It's not the height that bothers me, it's that sudden stop. But no, I know why I have that fear. And it's something that's up here. I can't get rid of it. So I try to push it at times because I was 16 at a friend of mine's sweet 16 party, and she had decorations hung from the ceiling, and it was the end of the party, and I was helping take them down. Well, what I did not realize was the table that I was standing on top of, the legs were not locked. So what happens? You know, you go from one side to the other, and one side to, and a little shift, and a little shimmy, and a little shift, and a little shimmy, and yeah, bye-bye table. And what happens when bye-bye table? What goes up must come down. And when I opened my eyes, I was laying on a concrete floor on top of a table that had collapsed. And yep, ever since then, I've had a hellacious fear of falling. So I'll climb anything to the top, but don't let me look down, because if I look down, I cannot come down. It's just like there's something right here that says, nope, just grab on. I'm done. One of these days. If not this summer, then next summer. You don't like which bridge, Trish? The Chesapeake Bay Bridge or the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel, where you go under the water? We have two very unique ways to get onto the eastern shore or off of the eastern shore. You either go over one of the quote unquote world's scariest bridges, or you get to go over a bridge and through two tunnels underneath the Chesapeake Bay. It's the main ways on and off to this place. Iceman, welcome. Thank you so much for joining in. Chris Sullivan, welcome, dear. Madman's back there working. Oh, both? Yeah. Trish, I totally understand. I would honestly rather drive the tunnel than the Bay Bridge. And it's crazy because I can go to Baltimore easier than I can come back to the Eastern Shore. Yeah, I know. You drive it every week. And there you go. Right? If you get the chance, you'd take that tunnel all day long. I'd much rather have the tunnel. Right, Birdman? Well, if you find a big sack of money, just remember, a big sack of money. Just remember, baby, I love you. Exactly. I don't like the bridge swaying in the wind. I really don't. And you know how it is, Josh. Living here, you can try your best to time your travel across that bridge. Something will screw it up. And if you've ever been stuck on top of that bridge, be it an accident, be it traffic, be it whatever, that is a spooky bridge to be sitting on top of. And if you're in a truck, it's even worse. But nah, I seriously do not care for that bridge. I know, right? You're on the truck when you go over there. Nope. I'd be back in the sleeper if I had a chance. It'd be like, no, just wake me up when you're on the other side. And then you think of the ones that go over, and it's like, nope, and it happens more than you would ever know. Imagine that. Your biggest hangups are Friday afternoons during the summer. Don't you love it? There's just something about our little piece of paradise that everybody wants to come to, and it's like, look, dude, all I want to do is go home. Please get out of my way. The beach will still be there whenever you get there. Exactly. When you try to get back late Thursday night, 11 p.m. ish, you don't have any traffic problems. Axiomatic, welcome, my dear. Thank you so much for joining in. Oh, I bet. There's just nothing good about that bridge. The Chesapeake Bay Bridge, the one that crosses from the western shore of Maryland to the eastern shore of Maryland. I cannot stand that bridge. Road rage? No. See, I don't technically have road rage. This one back here, on the other hand, that one really has road rage. But living in a resort area in the summertime, things are insane around here. Everybody is coming down on vacation, and it's like, please, just all I want to do is come home from work. That's all I want to do. I don't want to sit in traffic. You know it, Josh. Threw him right underneath that bus. Vroom, vroom, baby. Vroom, vroom. All the wheels going round. But, yeah, it's like, come spring, fall, and winter, it's like, oh, thank you, God. They are all back home, because it's not like a lot of people are in Florida that come through our channels and everything. And I mean, that's a resort town all the time, or a resort state. And then you've got like California, another resort area all year round. Thank God our area is not like that. See, that's insane, Chris. It's like they punish everybody. And then they wonder why people leave. And it's just like, okay, when your cars aren't getting any newer, you've got the exact same car, your car insurance goes up. Why? Oh, well, it's just gonna take a little bit more. No, it's not. My car has gotten older, not newer. So why the increase? Oh, well, we're kind of spacing it out through everything. No. Exactly, Josh. Don't get in a hurry. Put a YouTube stream on or some sort of TED Talk or something, and then just enjoy your time. It's all about your frame of mind. And let me tell you something. For those of you who have never met Josh, Josh is an amazing guy. He is so laid back. I absolutely love his frame of mind. It is just, we'll fix it. Don't sweat it. It's nothing to get upset and worried about. You just, it's so chill. It's perfect. No, I'm not stopping it. I will brag on you all I want to. Uh, and that sucks, Mike. I mean, what happens? Okay, say you've had a perfect driving record, and you may have had some not so perfect credit cards or something, and you have a not so perfect credit score. How are you going to judge my driving on my credit score? Really? Yeah, corporate is a totally different world. And that's what's funny, because I've been in the corporate setting. And now I work for a family-run business. So, and I've been there for the last 10 years. Oh, Josh, I appreciate it, babe. And, it's like, it's a totally different world. It is so different. But Rusty's in a corporate world now, and I'm not. So he's like, Mom, you don't understand. I'm like, oh, yes, I do. And that's the exact reason that I'm not in a corporate world anymore. Nuh-uh. Josh said Adam came to his house once and he moved. Well, Adam, honey, you can come here anytime, and I'm not moving. I think Josh was worried that Adam was going to be, hey, I can show you something different. Josh is like, nope, 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 nope. And I think, honestly, once you get with an insurance company and you get comfortable, per se, he even sent a stranger to tell you, Josh, really? You didn't even fly him a drone message? Come on now. Dronogram. Neat. Josh moved. That'd be the new thing. Dronogram, like the banner planes that fly at the beach. It's like, all flying by drone. JDS is in the house. Welcome, babe. Doing good, JDS. Been a good day. Well, as good as can be for a week that's been all kinds of mixed up and messed up. I mean, you guys know, anytime that you have extra days off and things like that, and the week's trying to catch up, and it's funny because I've got freight coming in that does not belong to us. We have no idea where our freight is. I love my job. Every day is an adventure. I'm telling you, every day is an adventure. And some of these companies, okay, perfect example. I know you guys have all heard of the company 3M. 3M tape, 3M electrical supplies. They do all kinds of things. They are one of our vendors. So they sent a box to us on a pallet that does not belong to us. Box full of product. Not just one item, box full of product. Hey, baby, not much of it left, but I'll share. And I called them. There was another company's label on it. I'm like, look, it's not ours. You send me a call tag, I'll ship it out. No big deal. You know what they told me? Throw it away. And I get told that all the time. They're like, it would cost us too much to even try to get it back here. And I'm like, but perfect example of difference between a corporation and a family-run business. If that's a family-run business, do we want our product back because we're going to turn around and we're going to sell that to somebody else? Or we're going to turn around and we're going to attempt to scrap it. We're going to make money on it. We're not just going to tell somebody else to keep it or throw it away. So I know what's going to happen with that. That's going to be put on our shelf and counted forever. But eventually somebody might come through the door that wants it. That's just the way business works, it seems like. Oh, Mike, we go through every piece. Every piece. And let me tell you, there's freight that comes through that door every single day. And there's freight that goes out every single day. But yep, it's not the first time, won't be the last. And I'm like, y'all got more money than you got brains. But Alvin right now sitting on the boss's desk. I can't tell you how many times they tell me that. And I'm talking Okay, I work for an electrical supply company, so anything and everything electrical you can think of, we can get our hands on. Anything from high voltage all the way down to low voltage. Uh, Power companies order through us. You know it, baby. That's inventory. Count it, write it off, and or use it. Whatever you do with it, they don't care. It's out of their hair, and they move on. They use it as a write-off. Tax write-off, no biggie. Because she specifically asked me, what's the part number on the box? How many's in there? That's all I need to know. Throw it away. Field scrap it. And I'm like, yeah, okay, not happening. Give us on our shelf. And no, thank God that's not the aisle I have to count. uh, but that's business. I mean, that's just the way it goes. But when you think about like a small mom and pop shop, and they can't do that. You know, if something goes wrong, I got 2 pallets of product today that aren't ours. And I'm sitting there thinking, and I'm like, and I wonder if the people who got our products even bothered to call them, because it was funny. We got 2 pallets containing 25 pieces, and our 2 pallets containing 57 pieces is missing. So I got on the hello phone as soon as I got there. That's what smacked me as soon as I walked back in the door from lunch. I'm like, hello. Very nice. Here we go. Every time I turn around, they're like, Crystal, we got a problem. I'm like, what else is new? ERP software company. Inventory control, MRP, financial systems. The entire system revolves around inventory, purchasing, receiving, counting, reconciling, converting, shipping. You know it, baby. You know it. And see, you've got the software company. Well, I work in the returns division. I handle OS&D, over shortage and damages. So yeah, I'm all about the inventory, and it drives me crazy. And thank you, Bob. And I also have a major accounting background. So if it's not going in and coming out right, that's an accounting nightmare. And that wastes so much time, it's unreal. So yes, Josh. Or they don't use it properly, or they only use a piece of it and not the full thing. And it's like, why? Why? I actually made the comment today because our company has been open in this location, and we run 6 locations. Um, our main branch opened in 1974, I think it was, down here. And Slidad, welcome, babe. And I told him today, I was like, you know what I would love to see? And they're like, let me hear this one, because at times you come up with some off the wall ideas, but it actually works. And I'm like, I would love to see you trash this canned software and us start over. And they're like, why? And I'm like, that way everybody starts with a clean slate. There is no, well, I can't do this way. And it will technically work, even though they don't know about the other half of the side of the world that they're screwing up. They don't care, because they just get it through and it doesn't affect anything else. So I'm like, it would just level the playing field and everybody could start fresh, start over. Everybody's trained on the exact same way, and we move on. And they're like, yeah, that'll never happen. I'm like, yeah, I know. It's called wishful thinking, but it would solve a lot of issues. Kim, welcome, baby. I whooped the yard with 2 340 mAh batteries and a rusted out mini quad with the FPV camera, full throttle and around pine trees like a pro, and skidding along hydro wires. Go ahead, Kim. Nice. You getting her down, are you, baby? Uh-oh. Mike's about to kick the Walmart green dot bank in the nuggets. Yeah, well, Josh, I have to say they don't have the discipline because unfortunately the owners don't completely understand the software and don't want to learn. That's why they have other employees. So once I'm dealing with that, dude, there is no undoing that. And it's hilarious because the IT guy and I, we understand. And it's like, one of these days, one of these days, they have you dealing with GoPro. Huh? Night Train, did you crash another GoPro, baby, or is this the original GoPro that you're still dealing with? The original one? Yeah, you will, Josh. No, I'm telling you, if you ever did that, dude, that's all it takes. Is it takes somebody who's seen all the stuff that's wrong and that can make it right. Oh my god, another one. This one's from last weekend. Ugh. I know it's your second one. That's why I asked if it was the original or if it's this one. Mike, honey, you are hell on GoPros. mm. You know, Night Train, you're almost as bad as the GoPro as Chris was on the VTX. Night Train, hon, I'm trying to catch back up. Mike needs a GoPro crash bubble. True. Like Chris needed a VTX bubble. Loop.
I saw that one. He went straight across there. Bam! Right in that freaking hole.
That's the one that killed it.
I'm sure it looked like it killed it. Hit that ball hard.
That's only 2 in 3 months. What do you mean only 2? Huh? Only 2. At least it's not only 10 in 2 months or 3 months. I agree 150%, Josh. It's all about connections, being around the correct connections. It's you don't need degrees. You don't need weird skills. You don't need talent. You got to have a market. You got to have the drive. If you don't have the heart and the drive, you're your own worst critic. So who's going to beat you down any worse than you? Nobody. That's not naked then, Bob. If you're wearing a bubble wrap suit, that is not naked. And honey, that's just going to get sweaty. That's what the warranty is all about, Night Train. Make them make it right. I'm talking about warranty. And yep, I'm going to put it out there. Remember those Hobby Mate motors that the shafts broke on? Well, they happen to have a 1-year warranty. Well, if as you are installing a motor, a shaft clearly snaps, that's a defect. You know, that's not abuse. That's not a wreck. That's a defect. So I contacted, well, the first one I did not know about. So I went straight to Hobby Mate and bought a single motor. That feels good. I just put Obey in my eye. So I bought the first replacement. So when I found out about this warranty after the second motor shaft snapped, I found out about this warranty and I contacted them. Now, lo and behold, talking about inventory, they're back and forth with me. Everything's going great. Send me pictures. I said, okay, so I sent them pictures. Ouch. If you guys don't know, Obey is a seasoning, and we had seafood tonight with Obey, and it was still on my hands, and now I have Obey in my eye. So this eye over here is burning like crazy and is going to start watering. Drone Pool, welcome, babe.
And
So if I miss something, it's probably because I'm only seeing one-eyed right now. God. And I love Obey, so... Just not in the eyeball. There we go. Bob, I did wash my hands. That's the bad thing. I know, right? Fatal mistake. Rubbing the eye. Ah. I know. Tell me, Bob. Quit touching your damn eyes. I'm trying. Okay, I can see. Sort of. Night Train, don't overdo those drone shirts. Because if you overdo those drone shirts, your wife might have to hide them from you, like I've had to do with certain somebody back here. MX Rider, how many drones do I own? I personally have... Josh, yes, Josh is still here.
Josh, when I go to I'm running one shot 125. It starts my motors fine. Everything's set up. When I go to the D shot 600, it's set on 4.5 to start the motors, but then it's like one time it started all three of them fine. Now it only starts two. If I go back to the one shot 125, all the motors start fine. Should I try to calibrate the ESCs? I'm running butter on that one. Your session has been
You're right, Mike. 5. I have... How many drones I have? I have the Force One F100. I have the Force One F200W. I have the Hubsan 502E. I have the Hubsan 502S. And I also have an F2C, which is still down because I have not bought the receiver board and fixed it yet. But yeah, 5. Josh said he'll PM you, hon. Yeah, technically, I guess, Bob, in a way, that's how you could get those. You can also use a chicken neck or chicken back in a string or a trap, or go to somebody who isn't the cleanest. But I prefer the Chesapeake Bay blue crabs. They're quite tasty, especially when steamed, not boiled, steamed. Little black cyclone. What are you talking about, Birdman? Night Train, honey, did you see that? Drone Pool said, email him. The email is in the About Him tab.
What?
That way you'll have something more than a hat. Where'd my hat go? Oh, my hat's back there. Okay. My hat's still safe for now. Just for now. I know, Night Train. I'm going to have to find a t-shirt printer that's somewhere local to get some of these Drone Network shirts and some Chris shirts and my shirts made up just to have the way Drone Pool did. And, gotcha, Birdman. Like I said, today has been insane, and I was not on Messenger half as much as I normally am. You know it, all that Krabby Mustard. And you know all about the, obey, like you said, yeah, do not take and go to the bathroom without washing your hands before you go to bathroom. I know it sounds a little backwards, but believe me, oi.
Isn't that crazy smell?
Somebody make me a steak cake. You hungry? Are you, Drone Worship?
I started and gave it a little bit of throttle that time. The ESC said, "Smoked." The one that crashed that day, I knew it was suspect. Then. So it didn't matter. It's I got the new one for it.
Ay, 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 ay. Yeah, you know, Bob, sometimes after you've had your cake and you got to eat it too, then, you know, you have to switch to pie, or you have to switch from the pie to the cake. Sometimes you have to leave both and go get some ice cream. RC Hunter, good morning, Heath. How's it going, babe?
Heath, welcome.
And see, he doesn't even want the sweet cake. He wants the savory cake. He wants a steak cake. How about a crab cake? Come on now, Drone Worship. Seafood, babe. Kirk Mayberry, welcome, babe.
Kirk Mayberry, what's up, brother?
He said he finished the racing drone today, hun, from the CG35.
Nice.
Right? Ice cream, only if the pie is warm.
Hey, Heath, if you don't use the Tyrannus QX7, get you one, bro. I got mine today.
Good point, Josh.
I bound it up, put a FR Sky receiver in the green machine. Oh my god, amazingly smooth.
Josh said if you're eating crabs, you must partake in hands-free peeing. Oh, come on, Bob. You can have pie, cake, ice cream, as long as that pie is warm. That way Night Train will have the ice cream as well. You know, who knows? Oh, there you go. You want pasties, Dan? Or pastries? I think Bob kind of, sort of forgot a few letters in there. Oh, Heath, you're building Homie Paul's on Saturday. So are you both going to have the same drone? Are they going to be the same colors, or are they going to be different colors, babe?
Are you going to fly FPV? You got to get an FPV, bro. Got to put them goggles on, man. Red bat. Sunday.
Seafood Festival is the first week of October. Oh, hun. I can't tell you how many seafood festivals that are held on the Eastern Shore all year long. It's insane. I think there's one almost every weekend. Hot apple pie and French vanilla ice cream. Yum. Homies is green. That's what Chris is. I had originally ordered Chris a green one, but they told me they were out, and he got the red one instead. I've heard of that drone worship. I can't remember exactly what that is, but hang on a second. That's what I thought. That's why I've heard of those. Remember the pasties that I told you that the girls would make? That's what they're talking about. And for those of you who don't know, let me get you a bigger picture. Yum, yum, yum. I knew that was coming, Ed. I knew you would not let me down.
Ed's not my drone.
Uh-huh.
Ed, brother.
AKA a hand pie, a savory pie. They're known by many different names.
Ed, thank you so much, man, for that receiver. You're awesome, bro. Hey, guys, Love My Drones is the reason why I got the green machine up and running with the Tyrannus today. He bought me a RXSR FR Sky receiver and sent it here, and I didn't even know who sent it. You're awesome, brother. I appreciate you.
I know they are, Heath. That's why I said the girls, my Binky girls from the UK, all talked about pasties. And it was like, what the heck are you all talking about? And thank God for Google, let me tell you, because some of the things that they talked about eating, and some of the things that I would talk about eating, or some of the slang words that we don't even think of as slang, and they're like, oh my God. And I'm like, did they seriously just say that? And he's like, well, you might want to Google things. And I'm like, yeah, true. So Google was our best friend for quite a while. And that's why it's so funny, because once I came to YouTube and started chatting with people all over the world, I already had an inside advantage, per se, because I've been friends with these girls now for almost 6 years. So just like, okay, just like Heath and homie Paul brought up one night about the spotted dick sponge.
Spotted dick.
Come on, guys.
Spotted dick.
Of course, you all took that one in every different direction. You know, oh my God, no, she didn't. Yes, she did, because she's actually talking about food. Am I seriously? Yes, I am. And believe it or not, but you can actually order it on Amazon, and it comes in a can. There's your spotted dick. And I kid you not, seriously, read down here, traditional spotted dick. Well, since the pasties are like the miner's pie, the miner's leftover pie. Okay. Oh, yes, hamburger pie for sure. Have you ever heard of a Scottish egg? Another thing that was something taken out on the job. They're very delicious. We actually do make those here. They're very simple. I'll have to do a video of those one day. But Scottish egg. Literally, breadcrumbs, sausage, hard-boiled egg. Ah, you had a Scottish egg today, Heath? Yum. Rub it in, rub it in. Wow, now that's different. Oh, yes, I totally understand. It's soda, not pop. Although I do know for a fact that at least in Ohio, it is definitely pop. To me, it will always be soda. But apparently, according to Josh, unless you're in West Virginia, everything is Coke. So when you ask for a Coke and they ask you what kind, then you can ask for a Sprite. That just seems like a little off. Oh, they make an ointment for spotted dick? Well, apparently they make a custard for it as well. Yes, Josh, Scottish eggs are awesome. They are amazing. Southern states, the American cheese is white. Up north, it's orange. You know, there's a lot of differences. Don't ask for soda in Detroit. You get stuff for cutting cocaine. Look, I'm going to tell them I want it in a can with a pop top that says Mountain Dew, okay? And I have learned that, okay? Instead of, hey, can I get a soda? Or can I, and they just, can I get a Mountain Dew? I will get specific, quick. Yeah, no, don't wash it down with any of that Flint water. Please don't. Bob. I told you, you got the wrong type of crabs, hon. They are Chesapeake Bay blue crabs, and they are steamed, not boiled. Oh my. Okay, well, Heath likes chocolate custard with his spotty dick. I did not actually know that it could be a chocolate flavor. I learned something. Yeah, Night Train, I'm not talking about nose candy Coke. I was talking about the Coke in a bottle, like a 20 ounce. Oh, Lord, Josh. You want to hear this one? Josh is sitting naked in front of his first floor hotel room window that sits just off the main entrance. He's staring down all the smokers.
FTV on, bro.
You ought to just go ahead and put the goggles on, and then, okay, now picture this one. Josh sitting naked in front of his hotel room window on the first floor, right off of the main entrance, with his goggles on, little antennas. So you got a naked bug man now sitting there, holding a controller. Tiny whoop them and hope you don't crash, as Night Train says. Yeah, like I told you, if you're wearing bubble wrap, you're not naked. A Fago Pop. I've never heard of that, Adam. Get out of here. Never heard that. But I'm taking it that the moon mist is going to be like the Mountain Dew. But it's amazing. I mean, just sitting and chatting with you all, it's like you start picking up the differences, okay? I've got 9 pine trees in my yard. Now, just from here to North Carolina, there's automatically a difference because the things that grow off the pine trees that actually produce the pine cones, what do you all call those? While they're on the tree, and then what do you call them when they fall off of the tree? Birdman, I would say that's probably in Michigan because that's where Plummet is. Because here, they're pine chats, period. Now, I do know in North Carolina, they're pine needles while they're on the tree, and what is it Neil calls them?
Pine straw.
And pine straw on the ground. But that's what I say. There's a difference even just in the United States. What the heck is Verniers? Verniers. I don't even know how to say that. Oh, Night Train, you've seen a meme like that? You know, I saw one the other day. I can't remember. Heath shared it, I believe. Heath, didn't you share the one that the guy and the girl are laying in bed together and she's laying there and she's looking at him like, yeah, he's been distant. What's going on? And he's laying over on his side and he's like, my damn quad won't arm. What's going on? And I'm like, that's about typical. It's a ginger soda. Gotcha. Right, Josh? The things that they grow are always pine cones no matter what. No, I'm talking about the little needles. The green things, not the pine cones that fall and are deadly flying weapons when they're coming out of the tree. Pine needle tea. I have heard of that. What kind of Southern Maryland bullshit is that? Eastern Shore, baby. Eastern Shore. But yeah, pine cones are pine cones. I don't care what size they are. Although, if you go further down south, have y'all seen those pine cones down there? Holy cow. When you're talking pine cones and the damn things are like this tall, it's like, yeah. Can you imagine them falling from the tree? Can you imagine the drone getting stuck in the tree with turtle mode, even trying to get one of those big ass pine cones out of the tree? Do you have a spare CG35 motor? Heath needs one.
No, I do not have no CG35. Never got into this. Son of a...
Nope, he said he never got into a cinema, whatever in a cinema is. But ask a Marylander or a Michigander. Look, my bunch from Michigan about RC Cola. To me, RC Cola always tasted flat. I could not stomach it.
I like it.
He liked it. I don't. Yeah, the bigger southern pine cones. Some of them things are monstrous. 616 Drones, welcome, my dear. Thank you so much for joining me. Welcome back, Kirk. Right? A cinema is a movie theater. He's trying to use all these damn big fancy words for drones now, and I'm telling you, it's a southern thing. All right. Y'all are confusing me, okay?
A cinema.
No.
Don't know that term.
No. No. This is what's confusing me, okay?
Bam! That was J drone, the cinema. He loved that thing. Never got into it.
Alright, hang on. And this is going to be ass backwards for me, and I'm not the best at geography in the first place. Okay, Michigan is up here, right? Now, Maryland is over here. Now, maybe I'm ass backwards.
Four-armed again.
But the South is down here. How in the hell can you people in Michigan be saying it's a Southern thing? Y'all are just confusing me. And that's not hard to do. I know. Screw the heat. I'm with you guys on that one.
We got it right now. It's hot. Come in here.
RC Cola is good over ice. What was the other thing? There was another soda that was like RC Cola back then. Oh. It's the one that has the flavors. It has grape. No, that's Crush. No. Tab. That was another soda that was absolutely awful, that tasted flat. You still have an empty case from where, Bob? Bad Frog?
I'm only building the frog team. We got frog.
Look at you. I'm in Canada, just above the New York border, and it's 75 degrees here. Nah, 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 nah. Let me tell you, Josh, it's a heck of a lot hotter than that here.
Josh, you Canadian this week, eh?
Yeah, he said, laugh my fat ass off. It's all relative to Canadians. Everything else is a southern thing. I guess you got a point there.
Josh up there with our Canadian.
That's why I'm like, wait a minute. How the hell is that a southern thing? All right, at least Slide Dad agrees with me. Tab was nasty. Ah, that's what it was. Shasta was another one. Ugh, awful. Yeah, Shasta is still available, and Shasta is the one that comes with all the flavors. Yeah, Mars. When Kaz comes home from work, okay?
Mars, what's up, brother?
When Kaz comes home from work, okay? You sit her down, you prop up her feet,
Rub 'em, man.
you rub her feet, and you make her dinner, babe. You tell her how much you really appreciate her slaving out there for you.
And then twerk in front of her.
There you go. And then, well, no, you have to give her a glass first, and then you twerk. Right, feels like 97 here.
They don't like that in this room right now.
Squirt was another soda. I remember that one. That was like that lemony lime. Ugh.
It's like a sweat rolling out my head, building.
I'm picky about tea. I seriously am picky about tea. The only person that I know that I automatically would drink their tea was my great grandmother. And she spoiled me. And I found out years later that her tea was instant tea. So I cannot get enough sweetness from boiled tea or sun tea to make it like grandma's tea. I just kind of, I'm not much of a tea drinker. I will drink a glass here and there. But yeah, sweet tea is definitely a southern thing. Oh, quit it, Josh. There you go with that Tim Hortons. Everybody keeps teasing me with this Tim Hortons. I don't understand. That's right, Thomas. Wednesday did not get whacked. Wednesday got thrown off course just a little. I don't understand what happened with it.
Thomas,
it would not allow me to actually live stream straight through YouTube. I don't know what's going on with it. Chris couldn't get on his channel that way, so we ended up having to come through the back door of Google Hangouts. But hey, I'm here. Oh, Tim Horton sucks. Well, maybe I'm not missing much. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure it out one of these days. But the closest place that I can get Tim Hortons is Dover. And I don't even think I can get it there because it's at the commissary. I don't think I can get. Well, then I can't get it. I'm gonna have to find somebody who can get me on the Air Force Base and into the commissary. And no, Adam, it doesn't sound crazy. A lot of people love McDonald's sweet tea.
Oh, it's killer, brother.
I know it's Canadian Night Train. Roger, Ray, they got the Tim Hortons. That's where I learned about Tim Hortons. They got funny taste up there, huh? Well, sometimes they say we got funny taste. True that, Josh. True that. You got sweet tea and then you got southern sweet tea. And there is a big difference.
Southern's a little too sweet for me. Just because my blood pressure and all don't like it. I do.
Donuts make you fat like Homer. Donuts. Oh, come on now, Bob. We were talking about Tim Hortons coffee. I didn't say anything at all about donuts. Now, see, Slydad, I like Dunkin' Donuts at times if they at least stir the damn coffee. You know, you tell them cream, sugar, and then you get it, and it's like, did you even stir it? I guess you forgot to specify. Please stir. What's Chris building? I'm not sure.
I am putting on my I'm putting my stuff on my DBS Discovery that I crashed. So now we got 4 arms back on it. I'm getting ready to put the motor on. I had the bent shaft.
Uh-oh, look out, Josh. He's preparing for takeoff again.
Yes, I'm supposed to have an XM Plus come in Friday. I plan on having this up and running if this smoke ESC did not cause any more issues. But if it did, it doesn't matter. I'll just wait to rebuild. Patience, I've learned that now.
Heath wants to know if you have any spare motors going, and I don't think you do at all, because I think that's why I had to order motors.
Heath, I actually had this one as a spare, I thought, because I have a spare motor and a spare arm, but then it turned out I had a bent shaft on this one, this side that hit that I didn't even notice it until the other night. So now I'm pretty much down on motors right now.
What else is new? You're either down on motors or down on ERCs or down on VTX.
Take a Bugs motor. Try to take like a Bugs motor and match it up with that Cinema motor. It might work. I think they're about the same.
There's an idea for you, Heath.
Reach out to J Drone. He's being real. I'm serious here, not being a joke. He did a lot of the Cinemas. I mean, he may have parts laying around.
Oh, see, Thomas, no. I have to have cream and sugar in my coffee. Josh, honey, you know, you can say that you like your coffee like you like your women, but, you know, I met your wife. Just remember that. And she is not bitter at all.
Hey, Josh.
Not at all.
Obviously, she has not been paying much attention to you because all of our ladies are black, right?
He didn't say his lady. He said his women. There's a difference. And I know Josh is a one-woman man.
Josh is a player from the Himalayas.
Nope. He likes to take one and stroll. He said you are going to love the festivities on Saturday, brother. Josh, honey, you got to send either Chris or I the address to get there.
One step ahead of you, huh?
Okay, good. Because I went on the event and I could not find the address. So I'm like, oh, this is going to be fun, but we're going one way or another.
That damn machine here. It's going to be hot to be here.
Night Train said if it only has bad shaft, take bell from motor with bad stator that matches.
Well, Mike, the other motor is bent this way. Like it won't even spin.
And Thomas says he has an idea for you after seeing your ghost video.
Okay.
Thick and stacked.
Thick and stacked.
Adam, I don't have high heels on. I have bare feet on. And here we go. Josh is a gentleman and a scholar. And stuff is starting to squish between my toes. Till he's not. Then he's Josh, that's for sure. Thomas, he is loving those new glasses.
Yes. You get done with him, you just go.
And it's so funny because, as you guys all know, anybody who uses cheater glasses and does not wear glasses full time, and you just put the cheaters on for whatever you're doing, and then you put them somewhere, be it up here, here, anywhere else, and then you're like, where'd I put my glasses? This way, I don't hear that. Neil took care of that. Neil said, yep, now he's going to look like his big brother. I said, oh, boy, you two are enough alike as it is. Now you want him to look like you. He said, the motor spins, but it grinds. What do you think?
Check if you may have dirt in the motor. Might be a cheap way of getting out of it, fixing it. Or, something easy, a cheap way. Check that first and put a couple of drops of oil in it. You might get it to quiet down and be able to use it.
Check for dirt. Give it a blow. Make sure you get it all out. A few drops of oil. Or Josh also said bad bearings.
Yeah, that's what I was going to suggest after that. That if it doesn't quiet down, then your bearings are shot, probably.
Take off the bell. Clean out the grit. Like I said, give it a blow. Come on now. Can of air. Done. Mars said, Chris, how's Kaz's green machine doing? That is in A1 condition. I will not allow him to mess up Kaz's green machine.
Brother, I put it on Tyrannus today. Did some antenna mods to it. It is amazing, brother. It is smooth as can be. I bet you it's just as good as that green machine you guys got over at Drives. Just as smooth. I'd say as fast, yeah, 4S it probably could run with that machine you got. Just because this thing go from 0 to however much, I don't know, real quick. Yep. But I'm done doing all that 0 to whatever.
Josh said, thank God he doesn't want to get whiplash anymore.
Nah, I slowed it
or
down.
skid marks.
Josh gonna be like, that's a new guy flying. Where'd this guy come from?
Well, see, Heath, blowjobs, you're good. You're half gay. You already know what you're doing then. Ray said, no 4S. Look, Ray, I keep thinking the same thing myself.
4S,
I'm like,
Ray. Yes.
Anytime he mentions 4S, I'm like, oh,
I ran a couple 4S packs through it. Just hit and miss, but I'm staying more or less 3 right now, getting the rig under control. And then once I get the rig under control, then I'm going to step up to 5S and fit to the props fall off. And I get my other one back up and running, my baby. And this one, I got a whole new setup going on. This one, I got I'm a wire to VTX with a capacitor, and I have the Cadix Turbo. Man, this thing's turned out to be a really nice camera. Real good reviews, real clear so far.
Birdman,
so
hush.
That's what's going on here.
4S just about gave me a heart attack. I don't need to see him on 5S.
Mike, don't worry.
And then we go, I want to get a 6S. No. Bigger is not always better. Have a wonderful night, Star Cop. Thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you, Star Cop, for hanging out, brother.
Ooh, Josh sent Chris a sexy video for later. Do I get to see too, Josh? I do if Josh tells me I can. Don't tempt me, Ray. Don't tempt me. Talk about stress relief. Shooting up a 4S lipo. Yeah, boy. Hush, Mars. Next year they're bringing out a 12S. Oi. Right? All 4S. Now you got people going 6S. That drive is never going to stop. You guys know that. It's just not. You always want bigger and better, no matter what. Look at cars. Okay? You start out with your first car. All right? Maybe you took care of it. Maybe you didn't.
Can I share it, Josh?
Then you move on. You get something you're actually proud of, or you built something that you're proud of, and you always want it bigger and better, bigger and better, bigger and better. Zoe FPV was talking about 12S next year. Well, let me tell you something. Zoe FPV is a beast. She is an amazing flyer. And it's like, wow. One of these days, maybe. And it's funny because, as you guys know, Chris and I may intertwine in our circles, but at the same time, our circles go in opposite directions.
You guys look.
Yeah, I know. 80 amp ESCs.
Josh having some fun. Dude, those eyeballs are the bomb. Me and Crystal were somewhere, and she said, look, there's my ball. She said, you ought to get a couple packs. I was like, nah, that's Josh, dude. Oh, man, that's Josh.
Adventures of Fat Man and Blobbin. Welcome, baby. Been missing you.
It makes it look like you're looking at you.
Hope all is well with you. I see you more on Facebook than I see you on YouTube.
What's up, Ron?
I tell you what, like I said, that woman is a beast when it comes to flying. But it was hilarious because, you know, you get to talking about what videos you watched or whatever. And I was talking one day. Yeah, you're full of it, Ron. And I was like, yeah, I watched this really sick chick flying. And Chris just stopped and he looked at me and he's like, oh, really? And I'm like, yeah. I was like, I'm telling you, this woman has skills for days. And he's like, what's her name? And I said, Zoe. He said FPV. I was like, okay, I guess you knew about her way before I did. He's like, oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Back when before I got into drones,
it just takes me a while to find people.
I watched the thing with her, Charfood, the Rotorite guys. Charfood's the one that actually got me really inspired in flying and stuff. Like, I watched him, man. I used to watch him for hours. And I thought there's no way I'd be able to do that one day.
Let me tell you, when he was sitting back and watching him, I was sitting back and thinking, oh, my God. Don't tell me that's what he's going to get into. And look at where he is now.
Where is that purple frame?
I mean, back when DRL first originally came out on ESPN is when he was watching all of that.
Hey, Josh.
And he was watching them on YouTube before that. And I'm like,
8mm
please
build.
Tell me that's not what he wants to do. And look at where he is now.
I'm going to get the beta board from, like, I forget where it's at. It's like $8 or $9 online. And then I got 8.5 motors for it. Got a little spot for a beeper.
Imagine that.
That thing.
I have just now dabbled my toes into
no
FPV, and now there's a 3D. Yeah, nope. I'll keep dabbling my toes.
But see, the thing is, I'm no pro, but I've already stepped into 3D flying.
Ain't nothing wrong with laying low.
This will 3D fly. This will 3D fly.
Sometimes you gotta take time for yourself.
Go upside down. You throw the switch, center the throttle.
What the hell is 3D flying?
Remember how the XKX 350, how I used to flip it upside down and fly it all around and flip it back over? That's 3D flying.
Oh, well.
I was a noob, a bad noob at it. I don't want to make myself sound like I knew what I was doing. Like,
that's the one that also attempted to go out the kitchen window, right? Yes.
Right, this is called the 350 Air Dancer. And this thing goes invert. It's got acro. It does all kind of stuff. That's why I built this. But now that I'm more into building and I know more about things, that's the only way I could do it before was take stuff like that apart and build it. But now that I know, I can scrap their motherboard and I'll use their ESCs and motors and put what I want on it now.
Zoe can just make any pilot dizzy just with her
yeah.
normal FPV, let alone 3D flying.
I don't care about the 3D. I'm just happy to be where I'm at with what I'm learning now. 3D would be like way down the road for me if I even do get into it because I stepped a little bit into it before I got here.
Mars, I have a hard enough time flying right side up, let alone upside down flying.
Hey, that impressed me on like Chuck had come in. He said, "Man, I can't believe you do."
Ed, that drone went through it.
He said invert yaws. He said, "Dude, that's pretty hard to do." I was like, "I did that right out the gate. Like I just went up and they said go upside down and try to do an invert." And I was like, just go upside down is all you want me to do? Like, yeah, so I can do that. And now they said try to yaw, and I try to yaw.
Weekend Warrior Outdoors. Welcome, babe. Thank you so much for joining in. You're right, Night Train. Now that I know what you're talking about, it does look sick. But not always sick is always good for me. You know what I mean? I take things slow. There you go. Adam said he'll try it, Mike, with your quad. Smart man. Look, y'all, as hard as for me to figure out in the first place, I can get it, and then it's like something. It's almost like a power glitch. Something up here does not compute, and next thing you know, I've screwed up my own yaw. So yeah, I don't need to do inverted yaw. Watch, that'd be the one I could actually do.
I've done it. Like I just started going upside down.
Right, Bob? You fly 3D. I've seen how you land your solo.
Dronography got me into doing. He's like, go up and then throw it in the left stall and then yaw it, do the tomahawk. I'm like, all right. I started doing that. After I did the tomahawk, the upside down invert is nothing really, unless you do it real far and go invert, come way down real far. I did one day, didn't I? Remember?
I'm doing good, Weekend Warrior. I hope you are as well, babe. That's the way the brotherhood goes. He'll let me too, crazy ass. It's because he trusts you, babe.
I let anybody fly in my drones. I don't care.
Right? It's only parts, bro.
It is. Hey, look, Josh. When I gave Josh the Inspire, he's like, he didn't. I guess the altitude holds because I've learned that
they're
watching
different
videos. No, when you do the FPV thing and you do these drones, these are totally different.
That's what I'm saying. It's a totally different class of drone.
And that drone, man, if it hit something, it would have hit the ground. So what? It's time to rebuild. Yeah, the parts cost a little more for it, but so what? You still buy them every day. That's how I feel. But just like when I ride dirt bikes, let me take a dirt bike for a ride. Here we go.
Oh, Mars, hush, hush. He loves hanging upside down. Let me tell you.
Bro, right? So exactly. So you do go upside down, snatch that bad boy into 3D, and now I heard that the stick self-centers and stuff. I had to remember to put my stick in the middle. That's what kept killing me.
Yeah.
But if
that's what almost took out our kitchen window that time. I
can see it doing it, snapping it, just flipping a switch, and then being upside down, cruising around. That is crazy. I love the upside down thing.
See, that's the thing with drones, though. You will never get bored.
Your own fighter jet.
You will never get bored. There is always something that is changing, that is tweaking, that is modding, that is adding, that someone has come up with new knowledge, a new trick, a new flight, a new way to fly. And they're always sharing. That's why I said, and God forbid, even if the regulations go through and they try to step on our hobby, it's not going to stop everybody. People are still going to fly drones. Seriously, what are they going to do? Come arrest you because you're flying a drone? And how many people get murdered a day? And you're going to arrest somebody for flying a drone? Did you get Heath's pictures?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he did.
Is that the cinema on that frame?
Exactly, Night Train. That's why I said nobody's going to stop. They have bigger, more important things that they seriously need to be worried about besides somebody out having a good time and not hurting anybody.
Hey, Heath, look at Banggood or Gear Best. Search brushless motor. They have a set of motors, no shit, for $3.80 for 2 of them, and it's like $12 for 4 of them. And they're cheap motors, but Baduga's been using it. He hasn't had no bearings. It's crazy that he hasn't had no bearings scratching or no noise in them yet. I got a set coming just for shits and giggles. I'm gonna throw on a 250 ZMR frame. Yeah.
FPV on the Ghost. Go for it, Ray.
GearBest.com. He's $12 for $13 for 4 sets. You put them motors on this thing, I guarantee you have no problem.
Right? People texting and driving endanger far more people than any swarm of drones ever thought of doing.
I'll show this. This is Heath's build that he just did, guys. You want to show it? It's on the Diatone 250 frame. It's on this guy here. One of these. Bill, this is another
Plum and honey, I didn't want you to feel left out since Heath was sending Chris, you know, them really special pictures. And, you know, I didn't want you to feel left out, babe, so I had to share them.
Roger, how you doing? Brother Roger.
Yeah, Chris has been back there in build zone.
Yeah, trying to get
Slide ad, honey. You always put your stick up in the middle.
When you asked me, Roger, this is what I was told you I'd be working on today. Trying to get her back from her 80-mile-an-hour bullet shot to the ground.
And I tell you what, I read an interesting thing today. And I'm like, are you crazy and are you kidding me? Apparently they are talking about renaming some female organs. It's like, really? Why? Are you going to change biology? Or are you going to rewrite history books? Why? Doesn't make any sense. I like the orange. Yeah, Ray, where's your frame? No, I want the little round piece.
Oh. Hey, Heath, did you notice on your frame, on your little motor adapters, they give you, you can either...
Mark Rogers, welcome, my dear.
Frank, welcome,
the Tank
brother.
RC, Frank, welcome, baby.
Look on your little round adapters, Heath, from your kit, if you didn't use them, and tell me what they say on them. I bet they say Chris. I gotta open that up and get that out of there.
Oh.
They give you motor inserts, right? For like, it's set up to run like a 2205 to 2306 or something. Yes, exactly. What's it say? It says Chris on it, doesn't it?
Yep.
Dude, the inserts.
And it was hilarious because he didn't even realize that until they came. The frame came in.
1407 motor. It's the little thing, and it says Chris on it.
Yep.
Like, yeah.
When it came in and I opened it up, I was like, "Get out of here!" He's like, "What?" And I held it out to him. I said, "You notice anything different on there?" And he's looking. He's like, "Nuh-uh, seriously?" I was like, "Yeah, I don't know how, I don't know why, but yes, it came through with your name on it." Why do you know? Because they're on his as well. Yeah, I know, right? Slide that, this damn political correctness shit. It's like, leave things alone. Just like Trish said, they're messing up history. You cannot rewrite history, people. You can learn from it, but you cannot rewrite history and make it just disappear. It doesn't happen. Maybe up here it does, but let me tell you, I don't know what the heck they're smoking or whatever, but it's not going to happen. That shit really happened back then. And it made us who and what we are today. And you grow from it. You don't go backwards. Because Chris is amazing, Heath. That's why they put his name on all those frames.
Oh, now, come on now. I got enough haters. I don't need no more haters. You bullshit, you guys.
No, RC Hunter said no. Why did they put Chris? Because he's amazing.
Cool.
Will you have a wonderful night, Weekend Warrior? Give your little one a big hug from all of us.
Exactly, Weekend Warrior. Have a good one, brother.
Oh, you got a really cool watch on eBay. We can go back in time now. Well, let me tell you, Night Train, the one thing that I keep looking for and I can't find, and I'm sorry, I think it's false advertising and a bunch of bull crap. I want the damn remote from Best Buy. Or not Best Buy, but Bed Bath & Beyond. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Click! Like, yeah, come on. They're always out of stock. I don't understand. Yes, Mars, history can repeat itself. It can. But you cannot erase what's already happened. You can learn from it so that you are prepared when it does repeat itself, because history has a way of repeating itself. But you cannot erase what has already happened. Right, Mark? That would be amazing. Haha, click. Oh, yeah? Click. True that, Alvin. You're exactly correct on that. Traveling in the past is just about 100% impossible. But as far as traveling into the future, well, that's actually a lot more possible than it actually seems, even though it is technically impossible at this current moment. But the technology is there, and it is coming.
Here's what I want for my drone. Hold it up there. Me and Adam are working together. We're building a drone. This is our brain. Flux capacitor.
That infamous flux capacitor. Da, 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 da. Ooh, really? You can get me one, Ray? I promise I'll be careful with it, baby. I promise. Good night, Thomas. Have a wonderful night, babe. Tuck that little one into bed nice and tight. Tell her to have a wonderful day at school tomorrow.
Night,
I'll catch you later, Thomas.
Take care, brother.
Trish, I like to learn history, but at the same time, I'm not the greatest in the world with like memorizing dates and things like that. But learning about it, yeah. I mean, just like going to places where historical events have happened. I love that. I love researching so I know more about that area when I go. So, oh, come on, Frank. We're not being philosophers, dear. We're being dreamers. We're being creators. It's Wacky Wednesday. We just blowing off all the ideas. Right, Mark? I can't tell you the dates. I can tell you what happened. My grandmother, she was a history buff. So, no, I mean, she knew every little thing about history. And it was hilarious because, like, our son would come home and he'd have history homework and it'd be, I can't find this. And I would search the internet and I'm like, I give up. And I'd tell Chris, give me the phone. And he's like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm calling Grandma. And Grandma automatically knew. And it was like, wow, seriously? How'd she know that? Virginia history about the war. Grandma was all about the Civil War, genealogy, anything that happened. She knew every time period. She knew period dress, the whole nine. Exactly, Night Train. The problem with history is that the stuff we're taught is not that accurate. Bingo, just like Mark Rogers just said. I love talking to old folks for that very reason. It's not about what's written in the books. It's about people's experiences. And of course, you can't go back way back that far, but it is still the verbal history that is passed down. Jamil, baby, long time no see. Thank you so much for stopping by tonight.
Jamil, what's happening, brother? How are you? Hope everything's been good with you.
No, brother. Heath, I'm telling you, my brain's gotten a little foggy on that one. I can't remember that.
Hey, all you guys, check out Jamil here, man. He is a really good brother around.
Yes, Jamil is an amazing guy.
Shout-outs for you. We'll shout your channel out. Jamil is awesome. He pushes your channel, gets you subscriptions up there.
See, Alvin, my favorite subject in school was science. I was a science buff. And then when I went on to college, it wasn't so much science then because I'd already had my major accident that had changed my whole course of academics. And then I went into accounting because there's one thing: numbers don't lie. Numbers can't argue, they don't lie. You can make creative accounting happen, but they don't technically lie and they don't argue. And it's funny because everybody's like, okay, hold on. You've got a son. And I'm like, yeah. And they're like, doing things outside and messing with bugs or animals doesn't like creep you out. And I'm like, dude, you don't know me. You seriously do not know me. And no, it does not creep me out. And it's hilarious because I've shared that love of science with Rusty all throughout his childhood. I mean, from the time that he was toddling, I was pointing little bugs and all out to him. And he's the only thing he's technically scared of. And it's not, I guess it is, yeah, he's just point blank scared. Spiders. He absolutely hates a spider.
Oh yeah.
But everybody has their own little fear, you know, and I'm not going to be the I'll be the spider killer. It's not a problem. Ah, science is where you learn computers. Used to take home a Timax Sinclair 1000 computer on which you learn to program. Yep. Yep. Axiomatic, that is the one thing in the world to be scared of. He said he is scared of humans. I agree.
I agree. Arrogant.
I agree.
Watch that Alvin guy. He's scary.
Heath, 1 and 1 doesn't equal 2, huh? You know, you and I can go round and round and round. Slide ad, my favorite course was sex education. Ray said mine was doing it. Ray wanted to practice. He wanted to make sure he was the expert at it. I understand. Uh, I agree that people are unpredictable. That is for sure. And numbers do come technically down to people. Ouch. Cougars scare you, huh? And they always wore horror makeup. You mean Mimi style? You know, like the cake and it falls, babe. It does not float. It falls. Okay? Newton's law. Shoof! Nothing to slow it down until it hits the ground. So it does not float. It is not a feather. There is a weight difference there. I mean, Mars, that's like asking me if I took Chris up on a 10-story building and I would he fall or would he float? He's going to fall. He's not going to float.
I'm gonna sink.
No, I said if I took you up on a 10-story building and pushed you off.
Screw you. I fly. That's what you don't know. I spread my wings and fly.
Technically, a feather floats as it falls. No, no, no. It is not all about them older women. No. Because common missing. They teach you something. Well, I'm just going to throw it out there. Then how is it I took you from an older woman and taught you a whole lot? Yeah.
I do the teaching on my side.
Uh-huh. Mars, what are you doing to me, baby? A ton of feathers and a ton of apple. Which lands first? The ton of apples. Well, what the hell are you weighting the feathers down with to make them come down at the same time and make the weight equal out? Don't push Chris off a building. You can work it out. Mike, babe, how are you?
Mike, bro, I know what Mike that is. You gotta look, I know what Mike that is.
I'm not gonna start throwing stuff, I promise. I'm just like, wait a minute. Exactly. A feather falls with style. It floats as it falls.
Not fall with style.
Oh, you're not worth all that? Come on now, Mike. I don't know.
Mike said, hell no, you push him off the building. We be meeting at the Waffle House. I'm gonna be the first one they coming for.
Yeah, I know, Mars. A ton is a ton. No difference. But at the same time, there is difference. But there's your key. If they're in a container, he did not specify that they were in a container. He said a ton of feathers. So let me tell you, if you drop a ton of feathers, first of all, you're going to have a hellacious mess to clean up. But they're not going to hit the ground at the same time that ton of apples is. You have to specify theirs. Josh, they're good at that. I'm telling you, it's like, what the hell is? Hold on. Look, everybody needs love. I don't care what size they are. Men need love. Little guys need love. Big guys need love. Little women need love. And big women need love. It's the love that keeps it all going around.
No
so
one should be lonely. Everyone should have somebody, I think. Enjoy life. Even though you're
See? Exactly. So, if two objects weigh the same but have different aerodynamic features, they do not actually fall at the same rate. Drag will slow one of them down, usually the one displacing more air. Bingo! Science is coming into play. Look, okay, there are laws of science for a reason. And they're not like the laws of the land where everybody can just go around and break them whenever they want to and bend them and twist them. Science laws don't happen like that.
Well, we're on the dark side. We can break what laws we want, do whatever.
See what I mean? Science laws don't work like that. I love you, Mike. Bob, I think that could go in either direction for Heath. Bob asked Heath, BBW, is that big bald women or big bald women?
Or big hairy women. We know a guy.
That would be a big HW, not a big BBW.
Hey, Bob, you know a show that was on. Remember that? That big hairy woman? Remember Shawnee?
Look now. No, Josh. No. Josh said, no. Big girls need love. Thick girls get more love. And little girls need to eat a goddamn sandwich. You know, sometimes it's not the little girl's fault that they can't technically gain the weight. So, you know, just they still need loving too. Just remember, sometimes you don't have that cushion, so it ouch. But hey, everybody needs love. Yeah, Night Train, and if you drop a dime off the Empire State Building, your ass is going to jail if they catch you, too. Because just like you said, if it lands on the edge on someone's head, it's going to penetrate. And yeah, ouch. Oh, poor Josh. Oh, there you go. There's another BBW. Big boob woman. See? And poor Josh, all that talk of penetration got him moist. Just remember, feed him first. Night Train. I told you. I told you you were going to get hot, sticky, and sweaty and all that bubble wrap. It might sound like a good thing to do. And I know as you're sitting there and you're going like this, you're enjoying hearing that. You know, go ahead, Bob. Teach their own. You know, I'm not going to judge. But I warned you were going to get hot, sweaty, and sticky. I warned you of that a long time ago. You didn't listen. Oh, Ray. You know, they work things, that they have things that will still make that work. I know that, Night Train. I know that, and I ain't about to go there. I just warned him in the beginning. You know, I warned him because I know how Bob is. He didn't listen to me. Nah, I got this. I'll be good. Bob and being good.
Don't even go together.
And that, you didn't see the look. Mark Rogers said, that's right. They get hangry. Urgh. Look, women are not the only ones that get hangry. Let me tell you. Somebody else back here gets to messing like he is now.
You see how she puts me in everything, fellas?
Forgets to eat. By the time I get off in the afternoon, slight attitude. I'm like, first words out of my mouth is, what did you eat today? And then he'll stop and he's like, the one on this side or the one on this side?
Oh, definitely.
This side?
Front side.
But, I mean, when you've got that passion and you've got that drive or you want to accomplish something, exactly, give that man a Snickers.
Yeah, my Snickers monster comes out a little bit. Oh, yeah.
Ray, what am I selling?
Today.
Oh, the things that that help out with that? No, Ray, I don't have any of those for sale. I can get you a website for them though. Yeah, Trish, he's not eating right now. If you guys have noticed, he's not been eating a whole lot with the live streams and everything because he's got the drive. What legit conversation, Bob?
Wait for the hot glue. I know, right, Bob? They're all holding it together. You know you're still on Top Cat.
Well, do you know you had me in the wrong chat?
I put you in whatever.
No, you had two events going, one at 8:15, one at 9, and you had opened up the chat for the 9. So when I opened it up on my iPad, Trish and Ray were already in here, and I couldn't see anybody.
Got me into building the Whoop now. I watched him rip that Whoop last night. I'm like, yep.
Helicopter. We're making you hungry? Mark, you have no idea. Normally, Chris would be sitting around eating.
Oh, yeah, Mark. I'll always get my grub on. Yes, sir. Crabs and dirty rice for dinner.
I plead the fifth, Ray. I plead the fifth. You guys know I'm good at researching. I can find anything that you need. Oh, Birdman, you have no idea. Chris is passionate and mad at the same time at times. Is that mad scientist back there? You know, it's like, I think I can take this over here and stick this here to it. And if I put this here, oh, yeah, I can do. Mad scientist, let me tell you.
But y'all see that ghost drone is flying. It's working.
Josh, honey, we're good for that. Runs him over with the bus, puts it in reverse, backs up, throws it back in drive, and does it again. And then just keeps on going. Yep. I'm good at that. He is Night Train. He is a total addict, but you know what? Just like everybody else has said, and it's 150% right. You know, guys, there is so much other stuff that you could be out there doing that is so much worse.
Oh yeah, for
than
sure. This is my drone.
Flying a drone.
Next to a little 420 every now and then.
You know, building a drone, then tuning a drone. If that's what he's into, and I have absolutely no worries at all. You know,
I don't got right here rearing my dirt bike up, riding on the back wheel and all that good stuff, worried about hurting, killing myself. Just kill
Crazy drones. Canuck, welcome, babe.
Crazy Canuck, where's JD? JD Hero, JD's up in here. I didn't see him. JD's, what's up, bro? 420, that's right, Mike.
Right, Mark? And I toot the horn as I drive off. Beep, beep. I'll be back. Let me circle around the block a couple more times.
All right, we're looking good. We got a receiver.
But hey, he knows it's all good. It's all in fun. It's all in love. And him and I are constantly picking on each other. So it's what makes the day go by, you know? At least it does in this crazy little corner. David's like that in the truck adding things. It no matter what, it seems to be wherever your heart lies. Whatever your passion is. Josh, I'd have a problem with cheap hookers. I'm just saying. I know, right? Hell, they'd cost less too. I believe that at times. But they'd get him in a hell of a lot more trouble. Let me just tell you that one. And there would be no YouTube channel with some cheap hookers. Ain't happening.
No, we gotta have expensive hookers.
I don't know how the hell you're gonna pay for them expensive ass hookers because I might help fund your passion back there, but I ain't helping fund that passion. That's my shirt. A lot less money. Night Train said no. No. Now, come on, seriously, all right? Think about that hobby. How are you going to share information on that one? Come on, seriously. Because once had her, everybody knows about it. So what's the point? Right? Buy props, not condoms. Mars, you're wearing a helmet to bed from now on. You had an eyebrow go missing. Had a unibrow? What do you mean you don't trust us? You know, that's that one that climbs in bed with you and lays down next to you. You know, the one that you pick on. You kinda have to be careful on how much you pick on somebody. Birdman, honey, go to Dollar General. They got them for like $4. And the one that he has, I had to replace because I killed the first one. But yeah, Dollar General like $4 for the mini glue gun, and the pack of glue sticks is like $1.50.
Oh, you gotta have a glue gun, man.
Yep. Ah, hey, Earl RC said he needs one too. Guess what? As you see, Dollar General has them in green, blue, red, and black. Oh, Mark, see? We just have to patiently sit back and wait, but we will get our payback. I guarantee you we will get our payback. Mark Rogers said he scared his wife when he took a water moccasin in the house. It was dead, but he scared her. And then about 6 months later, she shaved off one of his eyebrows. I'm telling you now, guys, we will get you back. And it can't be immediate. It cannot be immediate. That takes all the fun out of it. It's when you have forgotten about it. You know, it's just like, it's all good. She's done forgot about that. Yeah. No, she didn't. No, indeed she didn't. See, Mark learned his lesson. He doesn't mess with her anymore. Oh, believe me. We do the same thing. Now, I'm keeping my eyebrows. He knows. Mark's in Louisiana. Call that laying in the gap. Totally understand that one. Right, Josh? Don't glue on your PCBs. That's a good way to pull the surface mounted components off. That's one thing.
Now I glued the wire when I ripped it out the JSD connector.
You know, when you look at a little teeny tiny circuit board and it's got little teeny tiny things mounted on top of it, they're gently put in there. That does not mean use household tools on delicate items or general tools on delicate items. Bob, Mike, Bob, Mike, hey Bob, Mike, hey Bob, Mike. Not yet, Heath. That is the one that he sent to the sky and she came back down. Exactly, Slydad. Guys, y'all forget. Women, we don't forget, dude. We do not forget. Right, Josh. Eyebrows grow back, but fear lasts a lifetime. And you seriously just don't want to give that woman that power. Because, dude, some of us can get right evil. Just like Ray said, I just never dare Ruth Ann. No, 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 no. Ray's smart. Ray learns. No, Josh, hot glue and hot wax is not the same thing. Not at all. No way. No, no. 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 I was making What the hell was it? I was working on one of my reefs, and Rusty was out in the living room, and Chris was over flying. Bob, I think you have a few extra dots, but okay. Yeah, hot glue on the skin. Oh my god, my hot glue gun jammed up. So I left the glue stick in and I left it plugged in, thinking I'll let it go ahead and soften up just a little, and I'll take another glue stick and I'll shove it through. Well, I have a very bad thing. Exactly, that's what I was saying, Josh. He has a few extra uh dots. It's almost like a cat. I don't know. Okay, but I took the other glue stick and shoved it through, and oh my god, to this day, I still have the scar on my foot, actually on my ankle, where the glue came out and literally globbed. Needless to say, I said a few choice words extremely loud. Rusty was out in the living room. He came a running, and as soon as he saw what I did, he started laughing. So let me tell you, I speak from experience when I say hot glue and hot wax are two totally different ball games. Exactly, vindictive is the right word. You know, you can play, but when you cross a certain line, dude, Josh, be careful what you ask for, babe, because he will gladly send you a picture. He claims he has 6 nipples. Ha! Mark Rogers says he does too. Oh boy. We're getting the little emoji things going. Okay, Mike, now I'm a little worried. Do I even want to click on the first one? Ah, liquid plastic welding tool. Yep. Not a bad price either. $3.59 and free shipping. Oh, Night Train doesn't know. Guess what? Chris got ordered today, Night Train. You won't be the only one to fly in the rain anymore. Right, Josh? If you want to be smart, if you're going to cross a certain line, she better be tied up, and you better leave her ass tied up for a long time. Just be careful when she gets untied. Oh, you've been sharing my link again. Thank you, bye-bye. They say after you solder your ESC connections, use that 5-second fix to solder joints. Smart. Yep. Got it ordered today. It'll be here Saturday. I know. We'll see. It's kind of funny. I sent him a text. I was like, I got you a new project. And he's like, I'm scared. Because usually when I tell him I have him a project, it was something like the beach. That was one of his projects. The walkway project. I'm not, no small projects. Forget that. So I told him, I said, I got you a new project. He's like, I'm scared. I'm like, you shouldn't be. So then I sent him a picture of the conformal coating, and he's like, oh, sweet. I'm like, yep, see, told you. Nothing to be scared of. But yeah, he's got a lot of work to do. Yeah, Mark, depending on what type of mood she's in and what you have done, if you're the one untying her, you might just want to untie her carefully.
All right, guys, there she is. She's relived. I got it going. I can't get I got the same ESCs that I got on my green machine, but I guess an F3 flight controller for some reason don't want to pick up on D shot. I can't get it to pick up on D shot, but it is running one shot 125 and or 150, whatever it's called, and it's turning off four motors and starts up. So I'll stick with that for now. It's
Right,
back
Mark?
together and working. So
You better have a peace offering when you're untying her, or you might get kicked across the room.
Everything and put the top plate on. She's ready to fly.
You know, one thing I've noticed this time when you went through Google Hangouts, chat's not disappeared.
Yeah, when you go through Google Hangouts, you know.
Strange.
Grab my goggles and see what I got. If I got some footage.
Ooh, Slydad's got 30 nipples. Counting his 32. Are you counting the nurse's nipples again, Slydad? Bradley! Babe! Whoa, hold on. Your sister's missing. How long, my dear? And she is definitely in my prayers. Oh yeah, Mark, eventually I'm sure drone flying is going to be much more popular and much more incorporated into a lot of different things.
Oh yeah, we're just getting our feet wet right now. Us guys are in it right now. It's going when it becomes popular, we're going to be in it going, we did that.
3 days.
And we can teach them. Bradley, sorry to hear that, brother.
You didn't deny it, Slydad, so now I know you're counting the nurse's nipples. Don't do it, Mars. Don't do it. Just don't do it. Stand your ground. Stay strong. Stay smart. Don't do it. They said, let's see her running.
Sorry, I put the top thing on. Oh, I can fire up the motor.
Oh, come on now. That's like you being a mechanic and you're at a garage and you've just installed all these new parts and you shut the hood and say, okay, thanks, guys. Everybody's standing around going, we're not going to get to hear it.
You ready? Uh-oh. Turn the stick over there. Maybe it's not set level. I don't know. It did just work. There it goes.
Push the right button.
No, it's this Flash guy. This is the older one. You gotta make sure the stick is down. Weird. So I'm glad I'm getting away from it. Get ready. You're leaning back and ain't got no props on it.
I don't care. Motors still can tangle hair. Not stupid.
Think so?
Yeah. You're not sure? My foot. You've already counted. I know you have. Every time she walked by, you're like, yep.
Just
She's got
confusing
3.
why it won't run the SP race and F3 won't run D-Shot. That's confusing. I didn't think that was possible, but I guess that's something else I learned.
Night, Trish.
I've run one shot.
Make sure you take something for your low blood sugar, babe.
Eat something. Some sugar. In the bar. Again.
Tell him, Night Train. Stick should always be down on throttle for arming. Tell him. Bradley said, cool flight today, Chris.
I need to.
Yeah, Josh, now Chris wants to get some long metal screws to do for the standoffs like you do.
No way. Yeah, I just don't have them, so I went ahead and did the little.
He said, make sure you watch his video about breaking nylon standoffs.
I did, just the tip. Oh. Yeah, that's a nice video. I gotta get some of them screws, and I got washers somewhere right here. But for now, I have to run the old plastic. That's all I got on hand, so.
Gotta use what you got.
Gotta do what I gotta do. Just fly. I'm just happy to fly. Like this has been.
Kaz! Welcome, babe. Chris has been taking good care of your baby. I will not let him do anything bad.
Kaz, upgrade today. I put a bigger cam into it. I put a heavier old pump pickup on her, and now I moved it over to the FR Sky. I now fly it with the Tyrannus, with the Cadillac. Green Machine is doing well. I actually figured out what I had in this little thing, and I got more in this thing than what I thought.
She said, good boy, Chris. Mars, you better behave. You know, nipple rings are not that hard to install
Kaz,
yourself.
We heard you don't play fair. Somebody woke up missing an eyebrow. We know Kaz wouldn't do nothing like that, though.
All right, Josh, tell me what kind of bolts to get, babe. Titanium's brittle. What do I want?
Look, Josh, like with Chris flying, we're going to have to get something very strong. I learned a lot.
Silver Top Flyer, let me tell you, Josh is very, very, very knowledgeable.
Yeah.
And an amazing guy. Very down to earth. Yeah, I'm going to make him blush again. Kaz, the eyebrow bandit. Yes, Kaz, I agree. You work way too hard, okay? So I think Mars should take you flying this week. Come on now, Mars. You can't hold the woman back from flying. Come on. That's baloney. That's BS. You have to take her flying. She deserves it. Come on now. She at least has to put up with you. That's enough to go flying.
Oh, brother. I'm not going to let her abuse you like that now. Wait a minute. Where you go? Brother now like that.
Oh, Mars knows I love him.
Can't let you abuse my brother like that.
Night, Heath. Love you, baby.
Night, Heath. Keep building, brother. Awesome to see you into it.
He said hardened steel. The link to the screw set I use is in my description. Okay. Love you, baby.
That much I didn't look at the link. I did watch the video, though.
You know, Mars, you know how we were talking about how women can be a little vindictive? You know, you kind of like have to butter things up at times. Kaz, honey, close your ears for just a minute. And, you know, you're already missing one eyebrow. And all Kaz is asking is to go flying. That doesn't take much.
Hey, Mars, that
So,
sounds like you're threatening you, bro.
you know, you're already missing this one over here.
Shit, they're
It'd
threatening
be
you, bro.
easy for this one over here to go.
Damn.
That ain't what we gonna do, Mars. You're gonna be the man with no eyebrows.
Kaz, come on over. I'll take you flying. Mars gonna get jealous, but you fly the green machine.
Which girlfriend is the question, Bob? Ooh, great idea. And then fake tan. Perfect. I love it. I seriously love it. And then you got to shoot me a picture.
Hey, Bob, what happened to that tutu video, brother? Forgot Bob said he was going to do one. I didn't see Bob's video. Bob was supposed to do an video. Man, up on bro. All kind of crazy stuff.
Sly Dad, you are not going to make Kaz fly. No.
Oh, where's the top flight? Where's the top flight?
Which one, Bob? I mean, I got a picture of one of them. Vindictive. You don't say. What are you doing back, John? You just can't stay away, can you? Time, baby, time. Let me tell you. I don't know how you do everything you do, Josh. I seriously don't. Whoa. Bradley. Silver top flyer. Congratulations on hitting 200, baby. I am honored it was done here, and I am honored that it was done by the family.
Bradley, Brett, brother.
Yeah, Night Train, I think, you know, and I've seen it with Chris. When you guys have the love that you have, okay? Flying is so relaxing for you all. It is your way to escape. So it's, even though a lot of guys say they only have one lady that they fly, and that is true. But at the same time, if something happens,
You got a backup, bitch?
yeah, usually there's something
Bitch, I can call. Come on.
lurking in the shadows that you can still get a little bit of enjoyment out of, and at the same time, then you can still learn. But if you take away that release, that's when things get hanky. Why are you gonna have a POS dull shot? Now listen to this one. Josh is talking to Mike, Night Train. These guys are doing their first multi-GP fun fly this weekend. They're going to learn all about the group side. Bring chairs, table, some sort of shade, tent. What do you want, screen house? Dude, I got all kinds.
I'm not into racing, Josh. Don't get me in trouble.
Josh, get you in trouble?
Nah.
Josh will not get you in trouble. You get your own self in enough trouble.
I know. Josh tries to keep me out of it, actually.
Yeah, Josh does try to keep you out of trouble.
He says it's going to be
You just have to listen to Josh.
He says it's going to be a fun weekend. I trust him, believe him. You know, if he says it's going to be a good time, it's going to be a good time.
He said, bro, you're going to love racing. Oh, my God, there's going to be another aspect.
Oh, God.
I
got to go at it at a new level, though. I seen him. He dropped the curse on
Mars.
Plummet and Mike.
Nothing wrong with teaching you lady to fly. Okay? Kaz.
You can fly, girl.
Have patience, my dear. Because they're not always the best teachers.
Hey, you hold up here. She gonna be beating us up now?
No. Not technically beating you up, but...
Hey, Mars, watch out. Women are not always the best listeners.
What do you mean we're not the best listeners? We know what we're doing. We know the best way, and you're not going to tell us any different.
Yeah, that's the problem.
No. I'm sure both of you will do fine, but at the same time, you may bang some heads at times. It happens. Aha, he needs the patience. Kaz, I speak from experience, my dear. I seriously speak from experience. Ray, hush. If I order any more VTXs, Bob's going to make even more money because he's got smart bought stock in the VTX company. Ray said I better order some new VTXs. You may need some.
Funny, Ray. Funny, Ray.
Well, I mean, come on now. If Josh is taking you over to the race side.
Man, we're already like halfway there when you do freestyle.
True.
At least I try to stay with everything.
Yeah, I know. That's the problem. You want to do it all.
I think I can hit some gates. I think I'm down with running some gates. I think I can. When I go through like something, when I go through it and I snap back, I kind of get a little drift back. That's the only thing I seem like I have to control. But I can go through something, whip it, and come back through it. You know what I mean? But just a little bit of drift back. If I can control that, I'd be good. That'd be epic, man. If we all become a race team, Josh, me, you, Eric, and Joe. Man.
You forgot Rusty.
Russell is like hit and miss. Russell was not like in on it. Russell would get on it, man. We could kill it. Hey, Josh, then next time maybe Harrington, all of us be sitting up there. That'll be awesome, man.
You better hope Harrington isn't the same weekend as it is because that's inventory.
Well, they're going to be missing me on inventory. I got a new cup of Joe. If I known I was going to meet Josh, a guy like Josh, up at Harrington, inventory would have probably been missing me Saturday. All day. But look, it's still come around. I met Josh anyway, so.
Well, then I'd have had JR to work with, so.
Only the nerd.
Nothing wrong with being a nerd.
I'm a nerd all day, man.
Nothing wrong with being a nerd at all. Mark Rogers said, hell yeah, wear my nerd badge with pride. I think the pocket protector kind of got retired. Just a little. Haha, there we go. Alvin, Simon, Theodore, do. Look, there he is. There he is, always yelling at Alvin. Alvin, I don't know how you put up with him, I'm telling you. Right? It's a tool bag instead now. Mm-hmm. Or laptop case. Yep. We just kind of advanced a little more. Ooh. Bradley says I even have a slide rule, and I know how to use it. Oh, honey, I think there's too many of us to be chipmunks.
We could be the Smurfs for
sure. Slide rule. What year is it? I don't know. All that time travel stuff we did earlier, I got really confused on what year we're in. John Silvertop is in Georgia.
Ha ha ha, Loctite on the motors. Go on.
That's right, it's this year. Whatever this year is, it's this year. This year, that year, the other year, who knows? Georgia, will they film The Walking Dead?
Yeah, Walking Dead.
Which sis, John? Val or Mel?
What?
Val said, hope your sis turns up soon. I haven't seen either one of them tonight.
Probably busy. Everybody gets busy.
Bradley, baby, I'm keeping her in my prayers. But, you know, sometimes your gut instinct is right. Sometimes it's not. On this one for right now, I'm just going to keep her in my prayers, and keep positive thoughts sent your way. Good question, John. How old is she, Bradley? I don't know, but her boyfriend's home and he won't answer the door. Bradley said, I'm about to get bent.
Bradley, go do it, bro. Go over there to that boyfriend, pick him up by his throat.
And she's been missing for 3 days.
Oh, bullshit. He's done had some questions answered for me.
Slide Dad, honey, I don't see Kelly very often at all. She's 49. All right, Josh said, favorite Walking Dead character. He was a Glenn fan.
I like Glenn, yeah.
I liked Glenn. I liked Michonne.
Wasn't Glenn Chinese dude?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, for sure. Everyone goes for like.
Enjoy your smoke, Kaz. Don't work too hard.
I don't know. I guess my favorite character would have to be Daryl.
I like Daryl. What was Daryl's brother's name?
Daryl kind of guy.
I'll find you, Meg.
Like Glenn too. Glenn and Daryl were like my best guys, I think.
Coral. I don't remember a Coral. I haven't watched. Oh God, help me! I haven't watched Walking Dead in a while. Merle.
Merle, yeah.
That was Daryl's brother's name. I couldn't remember, but yeah, we watched Walking Dead for a long time.
Oh yeah. True Blood.
Carl. Gotcha. Yeah, I like Carl. I tell you what, that little kid went through hell.
Didn't he?
Gotcha, Slide Ad. Doug's had bad back problems. Totally understand that. Yeah, Negan, in the beginning, I thought Negan was an arrogant dick, and I could not stand him, but he kind of like grew on me. And let me tell you, Lucille is hot. True, true. Rick always did say it like Coral instead of Carl.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely has charm.
Shane, douchebag.
Yeah, I did not like Shane at all. That was one character that Adios. I really liked Daryl. Daryl was Daryl was a survivalist. Daryl was the realist. Daryl was just a badass. Period. Just like Mark Rogers says, Daryl is a badass. Yeah, Bob Biker reminds me a lot of Daryl. There is just, you don't mess with him. Whatever situation he was put in, he figured it out. Until you threw him a twist and threw a woman in there, and then you kind of messed up his thinking a little. But hey, it happens. Yeah, true. He is an asshole. He's an honest asshole, and his logic is sound. True, that's not Negan who has the charm. It is the actor, Jeffrey Dean Morgan. If you guys have seen anything else he's played in, he still carries that air. That, but I tell you what, you've got to be a badass to pull off a character in that show. And let me tell you, okay, yeah, you had Maggie, and you had what the hell was her name? Carl's mom.
Did her name be faded her away?
It's because she was a hoe. I can't remember, but you had Carl's mom. You had the blonde, Andrea. No. Yeah, Glenn and Maggie. You had Andrea. Then you had Carl's mom. Then you had Carol. Lori. Yeah, Lori. But Carol was a bad woman. Let me tell you. Yeah, if Negan smiles, watch out, because that is almost like that devilish little. Oh, have I got something up my sleeve for you? His role as the comedian in Watchmen was awesome. I don't know if I ever watched Watchmen.
Yeah, Negan.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was real clean in that and shit. Like, he was like different looking. He was like a rugged dude.
The mullet guy. Who is the mullet guy?
Oh, one dude. Shit. The Brainiac dude, remember?
Oh!
Retard.
The one who claims that he knew how to get the cure and then lied about it all.
Yeah, he was crazy. I knew he was playing the shit out of them.
Oh, man, Eugene,
yeah.
Dude, he played them so hard. But it worked. Oh, my God, it worked so well.
He played a good character, though.
But I tell you what, his knowledge has come in handy. I mean, come on. It's bullets. The apocalypse, and you're making bullets. Exactly. Smart.
I'd be Eugene and some shit like that.
Yeah, or Alvin, I've heard that. Like I said, I haven't watched it in a while, and when I heard that Rick was leaving the show, I'm like, but at the same time, okay, you have to look at it this way. How long can a show seriously go? Yes, Mars, we are talking about a series that's been running, God, I know of probably 5 or 6 different seasons now, if not more.
Oh, Walking Dead,
Yeah, it's a series. And yeah, it's been on for a while now. But yes, Rick is leaving the show. Right? Well, John, hold on. How are you going to do that? Okay. John said we can use our drones to see if any zombies are coming. Number one, remember, noise attracts zombies. So, how are you going to silence that motor noise?
Shit,
okay, hold on. You can decapitate zombies with drones. How the hell are you going to charge the batteries with no power, people?
Yeah, we can do it.
Are you going to be out there like riding a bicycle, generating electricity just so you can charge up lipos? Seriously, think about it. Think about it. I know. MASH lasted 20 years. MASH was an amazing show. And think about it this way, okay? We're in a zombie apocalypse. There ain't no damn FAA out there. There is no limit. True, look at how long The Simpsons were on. But, you have to think about it, okay? If you're writing the series, when do you get burned out? Seriously, when is it time to hang it up and walk away? When do you get burned out? What is your stopping point? No, seriously, when is your stopping point? Is it when you want to stop, or is it when everybody else wants you to stop?
As long as it's got follow and critics, so we play it. That's what they do.
Josh said, yes, we will take turns charging a battery. Should be able to pull a full charge in a week or so.
Right,
I use solar panels now to charge my drones. Good point, Mike. Good point. Well, I'm glad we entertained you some, Josh. I'm very happy about that, babe. Pack your bag, lay down, enjoy yourself, be safe out there, and we'll see you probably tomorrow night, possibly Friday night, but we'll definitely see you on Saturday.
Josh.
We're going to have a great time, babe.
Night, brother. Have a good one. Can't wait to Saturday, bro. Rip.
Silvertop, I totally understand exactly what you mean, okay? You've only done 24 videos and you're burnt. Been there, done that, honey.
That's all?
Been there, done that, okay? Been there and experienced exactly what you were talking about. Exactly, to a T. And you're right, it's sickening. And you're right, it's bullshit. But you know what? Go back and watch my vlog today. Chin up, honey. I got your back. Take time for you, though. That's the important thing. Because if you burn you out, you have nothing left for anyone else. You know? But don't let anybody push you into doing anything. Nothing. If you need a break, take a break. And I'll tell that to anybody. I don't care who you are. I don't care how many subscribers you are. And I'll tell you something else that's actually kind of disappointing is when you see subscribers trying to tell somebody how to run their YouTube channel. And I'm like, seriously? Get your own. Diamond Love, thank you so much for joining me. I hate that. It's just like, you have the ideas, and I have no problem at all accepting constructive criticism, because somebody else's idea you may not have thought of. You know that old saying, a fresh set of eyes? Same thing. Same thing. Yep. I'll start when he tells you to. Exactly. Babe, you'll know when the time's right. You will know. Something's gonna hit, and it'll be like, yep. And just like I said before, I don't care if you don't have any content. Stop by live streams. Support. Stop by and comments. Support. We all started out somewhere. And you know, there are people out there that they've started a YouTube channel and they don't know which direction they're going. And they want to do the research. So they're hitting up live streams, they're hitting up channels, they're hitting up videos, they're learning. But they don't have content. And they're looked at like, not necessarily. Maybe they're a watcher and a learner. You know, there are many different ways to learn. You got the hands-on. You got the readers. You got the watchers. You got the hybrids. You got them all, you know? So I am very accepting until
Got the bushwhackers.
it's too late.
Like this, like that. They're all good. They're all welcome. Come on in. Get
Exactly, Mark. YouTube is not easy. And it's not. But just like I said today, you know what? It's all about how you look at it. And just like I said, Bradley, don't be pushed into doing something you don't want to do. Just because your love and your passion won't be there. And if it's not there, then it won't shine.
And then if you do what they want you to do, once you do it, you think you made a good decision and you know, right decision, and then they still walk away from your channel anyway. So.
Ray said, and we have Chris.
I hear you, Ray. Chris is a noob. Chris is learning.
But that's the good thing. I mean, Chris admits that he is learning. Everybody in here is learning. And that's the great thing. You know, we all can learn from each other. And like I said before, we're all our own worst critic. That's human nature.
When it comes to this
but when you have people, okay, just like Mark Rogers says, y'all have shown me more love than any hobby he's been into. And he's not looking to make money. He's just helping educate people. Exactly. Who don't have much money get into the hobby. Chris names it point blank, okay? We are the broke rotor riots. We are the non-sponsored, normal paycheck.
I like to take the cheapest parts and make stuff fly. And that's what I love doing. And I always will do it and share my knowledge.
Bradley, that's not hard, okay? You look at it this way, babe. You want the best for your audience. You know what the best is? The best to me is giving your all. Because you're the best just the way you are. Exactly, Mark. Paycheck to paycheck drones. Paycheck to paycheck parts. But you know what? It works. It seriously works. And that's what's so great. It's not, drones are just expensive, like when they first came out. Okay, you heard somebody had a drone? Money, 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 money. It's not like that anymore. Drones aren't that, they're still new, but they're not new. So, and that's a good thing because the price points have come down because more people have gotten involved in Sly Dad said changing my channel too. If you watch me, I'll watch you first, then I'll watch the tubers I really like. You know, babe, that's exactly what I'm talking about. You know, we all have this common factor, Okay? Our common factor in our family is drones. It's not hard to figure out. We all enjoy them. So that's our common factor. You know what I mean? And but at the same time, just like I tell Chris, I tell Neil, you've heard me say it on live streams. My channel is a melting pot because my life's not just about drones. And it may kill some people to hear me say that. Drones are a passion of mine, but they are not my only passion. Mike, honey, when you get on camera and they ask you to get off, they don't want you to actually turn the camera off. You're just, you missed the concept. And you're not given nightmares. You'll understand one of these days. And keep that camera rolling, baby. But seriously, you know, you gotta do what makes you happy. And yeah, like I said, my channel is a melting pot. But at the same time, it's kind of strange because the people who have found my channel first and then found Chris and Neil, I have had FPV pilots find me first. I have had people who have had a drone sitting on a shelf. They were absolutely terrified of it. And because they found us, they fly and they enjoy it. Exactly. I love drones, but I also love my cars too and other things. You know, and the way I looked at my YouTube channel is, why am I just going to limit it to one thing? It's my channel. I can do whatever I want to with it, right? Yeah, I might do some stupid thing and I might lose a whole lot of people. I don't foresee that happening, but you never know. But at the same time, it's your channel. It's your place to express yourself. It's your place to share what you love. Mike Brooks, they're blind, baby. They're blind. Exactly, Bradley. It's about reaching that one person and making a difference in that one life. And you never honestly know. Swear to God, you never honestly know. That person might just be what we all joke and carry on and call a lurker, a bushwhacker. They might just be sitting back, never commenting, never liking. They may not even have a YouTube channel. But you made a difference in their life. And that's what's important. Or they may comment. And when they comment, just like on my vlogs, and I've had so many people tell me, and it's not just drone family. You know, I'm a firm believer that signs are around. You just have to pay attention to them. And one of my vlogs, the Don't Quit, it just so happened to reach out to somebody at the perfect time. And it had already been up for like 2 or 3 days. But you know how YouTube is with their notifications. And I swear at times I think that happens for a reason. Because this guy he was so frustrated and he was at the end of his rope. And he went to check his emails and there was the notification. Don't quit. And he watched the video. And he actually emailed me and it was really sweet. But you never know when you might touch that one person. And you may never know because they may not answer you. They may not let you know. Exactly. What you may not think is going to be popular can turn out to blow up and everybody enjoys being entertained. And that's what makes you happy, Mars. Yeah, Silvertop, some of us know now that we've been shown. Sometimes it takes somebody to open your eyes, you know? And just like Mark said, do what you want. That's why they call it YouTube. It's your channel. Make it about you. You know what? That's how we get to know you a little better. Don't hide who you are. Be you. You're an amazing person. Even Mike Brooks, even though he's full of it, he's his own worst critic. But seriously, guys, be you. And just like Sly Dad said, we all have real lives. Not just YouTube. We have real lives, people. Outside of our camera. Do we let you in on that at times? Yeah. Sometimes. Sometimes you don't know anything at all. You think you do, but you don't. Just remember, guys, it's all about how much we let you in. Oh, Ray, honey, you know I love you. And you know how to reach me. And you know how to reach Chris. And you know we're here. Mike Brooks is not allowed out in the daylight at all. Yeah, I hear you. He a vampire?
Yeah. That's like 800 years old. You already know he's a vampire.
I know things about Mike Brooks that not a lot of people know, so I just have. Mike Brooks being a vampire kind of explains a few things. Speaking of someone, where is he tonight? Which he, Silver Top Flyer? I'm missing a few people tonight. Are you talking about Wayne? I'm not sure where Wayne is. If you're talking about RC Funds, he's been in and out. He's kind of hiding. Mike Brooks, baby, your secrets are safe with me. I didn't know about the vampire, but like I said, it explains a lot. If you're talking about Captain Cook Neil, yep, he's in bed, babe, guaranteed.
Oh, yeah, Neil's in bed.
Neil has to get up extremely early in the morning. I mean, this man gets up 3:30, 4 o'clock in the morning.
There it is. Complete.
You know, and he busts his behind. So when I told him I was doing 8 o'clock, he's like, "Well, sis, I love you to death, but that's too late for me. You know that." And I'm like, "Yeah, I know. I know." So it was funny. My first couple streams,
Ready to fly.
He joined in. And the next thing I know, it was hilarious. Chris and Neil were talking the next day, and he's like, "Yeah, you know, I kind of got startled last night." Chris is like, "Why? What happened?" He's like, "I woke up and I heard Crystal's voice in bed." And he's like, "What?" Well, come to find out, you know, as you're laying there and you're watching YouTube, you fall asleep, what happens? Well, yeah, the phone fell on his chest, and I was still live streaming. And I got to laughing, thanks to all of you, and woke up Neil. So that was kind of interesting. But since then, Neil pops in on Wacky Wednesdays if he is off the rest of the week. So
Gotta take off from the chair. No, I'm not gonna do that.
oh yeah, that laugh always gets me in trouble, Mark. I'm being blown. Seriously?
She be ready, ready,
Ay, caramba.
Got the antenna out the back that I know everyone loves to see. Got the antennas off the arms.
Right, Mars? I haunted Neil.
So when you push down, it'll push them away from the propellers. Learning things, guys. Now let's go see if I can fly it in the living room.
Right, true that, Mike. Better to fall asleep with it on his chest than mine. True, true. Mike, he never learns. He never learns. Yeah, it does. She sounds clean, she sounds crisp, and fingers crossed. That's all I'm gonna say on that one, because y'all saw it before. And I don't want another weekend like I had before. I'm gonna have a good weekend. We're gonna go hang out with Josh, Joe, E-Drone, MD on Thursday, or no, shit, Saturday. I'm missing days. Those are my Clorox wipes you're trying to take out.
She's ready, man. I hovered in the living room. She picked right up and hovered perfectly.
Ray said, got 911 on speed dial.
Yeah. She's ready, man. Yes, finally. Got her back together after Sunday. The Sunday of hell.
But then on Sunday,
and Friday I have her on the
we are going to hang out with Drone Man Productions.
Yes,
Joe,
Sunday, Joe.
down in Ocean City.
Yep.
So
we'll fly to Camera Bird.
We're gonna have a good weekend.
I might take one of these and rip off the condo rooftop. That'd be sick, wouldn't it? That'd be some epic footage, guys. Nice.
Yeah, because he said, Joe said the hotel he is staying at, we may be able to launch from the roof.
Be dark outside and rain.
Woo! Because Mother Nature has to turn the lights off at some time.
It's good to have her back.
Mark Rogers wants to know what is the typical fly time on FPV drones like that.
Mark, 4 minutes. I'm happy with it. To be honest with you, I feel like when you get on, I'd rather do like 4 minutes and then like a couple different packs instead of just the same pack. That way you get a little break in between. Yeah, Mike, everything's changed out in it. This was the bad shaft one right here. I got everything swapped out in it. The only thing I would like for it to do is run D-Shot, but I can't get D-Shot to run on it. So I put it on 1-shot 150, calibrated the ESCs, and everything came awake and alive at that point.
Yep, Slide Out is absolutely
2 minutes,
right.
Full throttle, multi-GP. Yeah, I won't be doing that this weekend. The thing is, we
neglect things in our real life to satisfy our YouTube
I'm building one of those, Mike, though, because I'm going to build the frog-like frame with these babies right here. Find one with the 2850s. I got them somewhere. Those hobby wing motors. And that's roughly about what they say. You get about 2 minutes of flight with these. Now with these motors, Mark, I'm gonna build a racer from what Night Train's telling you. The 2 minutes, that's what you're gonna get. But these are 2850 kV motors, so these things, I mean, 2 minutes of hell is what it'll give you.
All right. Mark Rogers said, what is a good one to start with for someone who's only flown a camera drone and wants to venture to the dark side?
Mark, I would look into, I honestly like the Eachine Wizard X220. I'm sure there's some better ones out there on the market for starting out. Like you can get the Dark Max, I'm not even sure. That's probably too fast to start with. That's what I'd recommend.
Everybody said the Wizard was a good starter.
I'd recommend the Eachine Wizard X220 Really smooth, really nice. That's this right here, Mark. It's this baby right here. But she's. You look back on my videos. Crystal dropped my name there for you, my link.
Oh, sorry.
Man, I got down with this thing. This thing is amazing.
Yeah, Mark, if you don't know, this is Chris, MD95
yes.
TSI. That's my other half.
Hey, Mike, you notice
I'm just so
on that
used
bottom
to
plate,
everybody knowing who
you see
Chris
how I
is,
did that
so.
when I built this one? So you remember on the Wizard, the bottom plate, your legs went on the bottom. So it left that, you know what I mean? Like that little part up here. And I think that's why it was breaking right there. So I put the bottom plate on and put the X plate underneath my PDB. Not saying I'm going to smash it in the ground to try it out, but it seems like it's more rigid that way. This is good to go. This flies also. This just needs a VTX. It's got that AKK in there, and I had a blackout the other day, so I'm going to go ahead and just switch it out for now until I figure out. Well, actually, I'll get the cord, the original cord for it. I had just a regular omnidirectional antenna, but this does fly. This is ready to rock and roll. I had a hell of a time with that Wizard.
There you go. Not get too much attention now just flying camera drones. I would get shot flying race drones.
I don't get no attention. I kind of like, if people were around, I'll go up and just say, hey, I'm going to put a drone
I know,
up.
my dear. I was just thinking that myself, so I did. We're running way past normal quit time. Ah, shoot.
So now in my build I did
Night, Sled Ed. Love you, babe. Thanks for hanging out with me.
In this one, I'm going to put the Caddx turtle, Mike. Everybody's making a big thing about that. Caddx turtle. I got the Caddx turtle. And I got the Caddx F1. I gotta say I'm pretty blessed in the FPV game with the cameras. I was given this camera by Chris Riley. This is the Foxeer Monster V2. Really nice camera.
Mark said, what's the speed record for one of those babies? I can't tell you what the speed record is for a Wizard, but the Dark Max on a 6X battery will do 100 miles per hour.
What do you think, Michael? A Wizard probably on 3S with the right props, you could probably get, like 80 out of it, I would think. But something like this.
Night, Mark. Thanks so much for joining me.
This one, and then the Dark Max is out in the living room. That thing is
tomorrow night, Mark, we are on the Drone Networks channel, which is on this shirt, on that banner, MD95 TSI, as well as myself.
You guys can't see that banner all the way.
Are there with the Drone Network.
Oh yeah, you can. It's her chat's blocking it. No, you're good. They can see it.
I know.
Yes, everybody.
I have to be able to see.
On my channel, when I do the live stream, Steve-O, what's up, brother? I didn't. I forgot to let people know. Not that I forgot about Neil's channel, like just the Drone Network. I just thought everybody just knows.
Well, just
about
like
it,
Neil says, if you know Neil, you know us. If you know us, you know Neil. So it's crazy the way all that's worked. But the way we networked and the way we work together, we're always around each other. And if we're not, everybody's like, hold up, where's the other one? And there is Captain Cook's channel where we will be Thursday night, Friday night, and Saturday.
Yeah, it sucks tonight. I was playing around and spinning.
Steve-O, welcome, babe.
Spinning motors without having a motor hooked at ESC and burnt that ESC. So that's a lesson to be learned. Don't spin your motors if you got a ESC without a motor on it. So I guess there's nowhere that energy can go. So it just smoked the ESC. But I had another one, a spare one. So lesson learned.
Oh my God, there you go. Mars said in 2019 FPV quads will reach 200 miles per hour.
Oh, easy, dude. You could get. Oh man.
Mike said legal limit for recreational legally in the States is 100 miles an hour. So the Dark Max is pushing legal limits on the 6S.
Oh, almost every drone we got around 100. But there was a Mustang come over here the other day, and the guy got his drones put together for him. She come up there, he's like, man, he goes, so what do you think a drone would do to that Mustang? I said, dude, that race drone I got right there, that Mustang wouldn't catch me. He's like, are you serious? I'm like, yeah. Like, dude, the momentum that thing can put down, I've come up next to myself and just like cocked it forward, you know, get to that pitch where you punch it, it goes straight. Man, I'm gonna tell you what, I went across that, looking down at that corn so fast as with times. That'd be cool. Put a you can put a what is the little thing there? What is it called, guys? You can put it on and it'll show you your speed and stuff. You can put a GPS module on it, honestly. Not a module, but just a smaller GPS thing. But they have these smaller things that'll show like the speed and the altitude and stuff. You can put one of them on there.
Altimeters?
Altimeters it might be, and it might show the speed. Something shows the speed and all, and that would be the thing to do. Matter of fact, I'm gonna look into getting one. I'm gonna look into that because that would be interesting to strap to the drone and then run it, and then see exactly how fast that thing took off. Yeah, hey Mark, the FPV, to put your goggles on and fly, think of owning your own jet fighter. That's the easiest way to explain
Totally different ballgame.
What is?
FPV with goggles. Totally
it's called
different
we call it the dark side.
Yeah, they'll all tell you, welcome to the dark side.
Baddest part of droning. I got into drones. You can see I got the Solo, I got the Phantoms, I got the Inspire one. I got the camera birds, and I love the camera birds, but I hit like a
guaranteed, Mike.
I hit like a block with that. Like I didn't lose interest, but the camera drones, everyone that comes out $600.
GPS accelerometer. Thank you, Bradley.
Bradley, thank you. Yes, that will be perfect to count your speed. But then when you get into these drones, like you could build like these drones for. I calculated roughly. I have 220 into the Green Machine. So you figure, but you can build one way cheaper than that, and all the camera birds are like 600 plus when they come out.
All right, guys, I hate to do it, but
we're going for all nighter tonight.
No, we are not. Sorry, newsflash, not happening tonight. Crystal's got to get up and go to work tomorrow. So, and normally stream ends around 10ish, and we're already at 11:39.
Oh, they are H2.
Not complaining because it's been an amazing time, like always. But just like Sly Dad said, he said that old man. Well, this old lady's getting tired, and to keep doing everything I do, I gotta get some rest, guys. So I will see you all tomorrow. Shoot, and I never got my video edited.
I'm gonna go fly the beast that I built tonight, or rebuilt. Yeah.
Well, it looks like I'm not going to bed yet. I still have another video that I have to edit that has to go up tomorrow. Hopefully, should have gone up today, but did not. And there's actually 2 videos coming that are running side by side with it. So it'll either be tonight or tomorrow. Stay tuned, guys. But until next time, I love you all, and thanks for hanging out with me. Love you guys. Have a wonderful night.